Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City TV special watch along. I have been running these all week where we have been watching back the Sarcasm City TV specials I did in March. For those that don't know what the Sarcasm City TV specials are, it's where I sat down one-on-one live streams with some of the biggest and best content creators in the game, all the content creator goats, well, some of the content creator goats, I should say, the Mount Rushmore candidates, etc., all the people who've kicked down so many doors in this space. And I interviewed a hell of a lot of people, and this one we are going to watch back is the Rants one. We probably won't watch it in its full because it was like 3 hours and 40 minutes because Rants told his full backstory, because that's what the specials are about. Multiple things. One, all of the content creators I had on telling their full backstory from the very beginning all the way up until present day. And number two, giving them the florist, not even their flowers, because the people I interviewed deserve more than flowers. Literally deserve the florist for one, not only making great content from just themselves, two, the amount of people that they helped and put on, including myself. I think legit every person I did a Sarcasm City TV special with has helped me in some way, shape, or form massively. Whether it's having me on their channel, whether I was on a show with them, whether they recommended, etc. So that's what it was all about, because there's so much criticism and so much unwarranted abuse and unwarranted critique in this space. So that's what the Sarcasm City TV specials was all about. So I did them in March. The link for the Rants one, the one we are going to watch back, if you want to watch it uninterrupted and not in watch along form, the link is underneath in the description. The link is underneath in the description, people. But I'm gonna share screen and we are gonna watch it back shortly. Make sure you subscribe to Rants' channel. The link's in the title. Rants goes without saying, one of the goats. Going and look how many people had spoke then. How many people has he put on? How many people? If you list, I don't think there's a list, someone with a list longer. The amount of people you've seen be on his channel who have then grown, who are continuously on there, like myself. You see Matisse, who's been on there, Deluded Guna, Saeed. You now see him with the likes of Roms on there, Kaz is on there, Monts is on there, Lewis is on there. Look at it, as listed off just 8-9 names comfortably. And there's many more as well. The Red Talks that we used to do on there. So shout out to Rants every single time as well. Make sure you run up the likes on this video though. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this out across all the socials as well. At Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram. At Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram, people. So retweet and like from the Twitter, share from the Instagram, and just as important, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Hit that notification bell as well. It is rolled to 14,000 subscribers on here. Big up to Corey, who says big up Rants and Flawless. Big up to you. Shouts to Venetia, says big up Flawless and Rants. Big up NFG TV, says big up my little bro in the cut as well. But yeah, I'm going to share screen, people, and we're going to get this show on the road. Big up to Owen as well. I know people will join and be confused because I've been running these all week and I only did half. I'll probably do the 5 I didn't do this time around. I'll do the other 5 next international breaks on Matisse, Hassam, Aaron, Zah, Grizz. They're the 5 I didn't do. Look at that lineup. That is a fire 5-star. That's a 5. Ridiculous, people. But yeah, we're going to get to it. Let me share screen. Because Rants' backstory was very interesting because I learned so much. I learned so much. So let me share screen there. Boom. How's one of the comments someone saying Flawless is late because he's busy with the snow bunny? That is crazy, you know. That's what one of the comments said. Oh, look, if you lot can see it. Oh, now it's not showing. But yeah, it was mad. I was like, what is going on? There it is. Andrew Green on some jolting. On some absolute jolting. Well, big up to all of you that's locked in. This should start shortly. Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City TV special. For those that haven't seen the Sarcasm City TV specials before, it's where I sit down one-on-one with the biggest and best content creators in the game and give them their flowers, people. Like we always do this in life, where we wait till people are no longer here, till people have passed away, to say how great they are and how great their content was. And it's like, no. I'm an advocate for giving people their flowers whilst they can still smell them, and telling them how great they are whilst they are here, and the impact they have had on myself and many others in regards to their content. Also, these specials, from a selfish standpoint, is people I'm fans of. So yes, even though I'm blessed to work with the people I've had on these specials so far, I'm still a fan, people. Even though I work with these people, even though I call these people brothers, even though it's family, even though I can hit these people up and say, yo, can you come do a show or etc. etc. And this one right here, anytime I've run specials before, but anytime I run specials, he's always the guy who gets asked for the most. And that's testament to how great of a content creator he is. First and foremost, the football knowledge is off the scale. Like, let's just start right there before we get to creating the content from a football knowledge perspective. So whether it's tactical breakdown, whether it's personality breakdown, whether it's team breakdown of the Premier League, whether it's international football, whether it's European football, first and foremost. Secondly, someone who stands by their opinion, couldn't care less what you think. And even though I'm saying that jokingly, a lot of people struggle with that. When I say this man really could care less about who don't fuck with him, and you need that. You need to have unfuckable with confidence. And this man has that in abundance. Big up to everyone in the chat. I see you lot already. And also on top of that, entertaining. That's the one thing. It's very tough. And I was thinking about this as we were setting up the show as well. There's nobody in his lane. There's no content creator I can say, oh, is like such and such. And that's how unique a character he is. Secondly, as well, what people sleep on is the amount of people that he's put on and helped throughout his channel. I had Matisse on one of the specials. He spoke in depth about how this man has helped him. I can only speak in like testament to this man in regards to helping me. My channel is now approaching 10.5K. When I first went on this channel, I'd even cracked 1,000 yet. And we're now at 10.5K. Never mind everyone he put onto Twitch. Never mind it's helping a Matisse, helping a Flawless, helping a Saeed, helping a Deluded Guna. You see months on there now. I could keep listing names and listing names and listing names. And going viral for most content creators and most people is, wow, that's crazy. For this guy, it's every week. Every day I see him pop up on the timeline every single week going viral for something of the other. And also as well, on the Mount Rushmore of this thing, and I spoke a lot about people kicking down doors. And not only was he initially one of those content creators who did that in regards to the fan cam era, being out of grounds, he was the first Manchester United fan I remember being a voice for people like me, like others. And it's not black, that's just from a cultural standpoint, from a demographic, like, oh shit, that's someone who sounds like us, keeping it real and talking open and honestly. And still one of my favorite shows, and if I bring it up to him that I still miss, is him and Flex. One of the GOAT shows, and I think people, if I had one show I could bring back, it would be that show. So I'm blessed to have him on, you know what I'm saying, on the channel. Blessed that he'll come and do this special. It is something you lot have been waiting for as well. Gotta welcome my like Rants and Bants to the channel. Yes, family, what are you telling me?
Hey, bro, I'm good, bro. That was a solid intro. I'm not gonna lie.
It's only right, man. It's only right, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's only right. Gotta give people their flowers. And I meant everything I stated there. And I could have carried on like 110%. Like I said, not only was you one of the first doing this thing, you transitioned over from the fan cam era and things of that nature over to the live streaming era as well. And a lot of people couldn't do that as well. And have helped the second wave. Like I said, Matisse was on. He spoke greatly about you, as do I, as do many others as well. But glad you're blessed, family. Big up for the raid as well. Big up to everyone in the chat. Run up the likes. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on the channel as well. Already over 300 of you lot. I know this is the one you have been waiting for. But yeah, Rants, before we get into Manchester United current affairs, Ten Hag, who should be the next manager, the current squad, etc., etc. Your backstory is crazy. So I want you to go all the way back. So before the Rants and Bants channel, before obviously you was doing things in regards to politics, before working on TV, the very beginning of like when you was like, all right, I'm gonna start content creating.
You know what? I didn't think to start doing it, bro, if that makes sense. It kind of, I got here by just being myself, and I'm still here by just being myself. Yeah. That's just how it was, bro. This all came from Snapchat. This all came from me vlogging on Snapchat. That's all this came from. Like, I was just vlogging, so I would just vlog my normal day. I'd be on the way to the gym, because I was working in the gym at the time. And I'd just be walking from my house to the gym, and every day I would just vlog throughout the day. So if I saw something funny, I would just comment on it, like, and then I started just doing social commentary, like, and that's why my Rants Reacts bangs the way it bangs, because that's my bag, innit?
That's the original.
That's my bag. I just react to things I see. So I was just vlogging. So I could be waiting in the line in Tesco's, someone's pissed me off, and I would just vlog it. And I'll just be like, yo, this, and the other, start ripping their outfit or whatever, or turn the camera around, whatever. Like, bro, so I was just reacting to everyday life, bro. Like, that's what I would do. I'd talk about certain things, like, and then the first thing that actually went viral for me was, I was talking about, I think it was something like people were talking about who should pay on a first date or something like that. So it was talking about gal, which does really well for me to this day.
We know the gal.
You know what I mean?
Before you carry on, what year was this that you was like Snapchatting and just vlogging? 2016. Okay.
Almost. So I had one where man was talking about that gal, and I was also talking about just mandem that was ruining the game for everyone else, taking gal to the shard and all these things. And bro, like, and imagine I was vlogging about it. And then somebody clipped me, and then it ended up on Instagram. I didn't even post it on Instagram, and it got shared by one of them big Instagram, you know, like I'm Just Baiting that. Before
them ones that will Instagram accounts that will post,
them big ones,
just post interesting things like that. I get what you're saying.
So people started somehow sharing my stories as videos on Instagram, and then I started going viral all the time, bro. Like, I was going viral like once a week, and this was literally within 3 or 4 weeks of doing it, bro. Like, I just hit the ground running. And then I remember the first time I went viral, I was in Germany seeing my sister, and I remember my phone just kept going off, bro, like going off. And people were saying, who's this guy? Because people were sharing my content, but I didn't have a page.
Got you, right?
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's how so you didn't even have a page at this
point.
I
didn't have a page in it. So
I didn't have a page.
Because I didn't have a page, people were just writing my name under the video, but I never had an account. I just had a private Instagram account. And that was it, bro. So I was just like, right, people actually start liking these. And then what I started doing was I would start saving my Snapchat stories at the end, and then clipping them, and then I started uploading them. I started uploading them to Facebook.
Jeez.
That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? So it was a mad thing. Like, it was mad how it all went. I wasn't actually just making videos to post. I was just vlogging throughout the day, and then just taking it down and just posting it. Like, there was no editing that was going into it. Like, it was literally
it was just a raw footage. And this
was raw, bro. Raw footage. No microphone, no camera, just looking into an iPhone. And most of my stuff that went super viral, was raw footage, bro. Like, and I've always had the ability to just entertain, like without all the fancy editing, without all the fancy transitions, all of that. It's just raw. Like, people are there for the content. It's just punchy, it's direct, it's funny, and man's just not messing about. Like, man, just speak my mind, innit? And that's kind of that happened. And then Marvin from Fresh Ego Kid literally shared one of my videos in, I think, the Aldershot Town group chat, because he was playing football there. And then one of my guys, Danny Hilton, that was playing there as well, was like, I know him, like, he's next door neighbors with my missus. Because and then that's how it happened.
That's crazy.
So no one ever knew who I was, because I didn't have a page.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
You just no page. You
hear this? Man's just uploading, like, don't have a page, and people know who he is. That's crazy. Like, that is crazy. You going viral already with no page. Man just on Snapchat, and then he said he clipped it up and put it up onto Facebook, and it's going into Aldershot Town group chat, which is a lower league football club over here in England for those that may not know. Let's carry on with this. Loading from Snapchat to then uploading to Snapchat, then Facebook.
And this was before Facebook, yeah, when Marvin posted my thing, yeah, that just it just ended up being floating around. Someone else posted it, and then Danny hit me up and was like, "Yo, Marvin wants your number." And then I spoke to Marvin, and Marvin just sent me bare Fresh Ego Kid. So I was rocking Fresh Ego Kid before everyone. You know them, man.
R.I.P. Marvin, I see you.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Marvin.
Yeah, R.I.P. to my guy, bro. That's my guy. So think about it. So that's why I started rocking Fresh Ego, and then eventually I hooked up like Flex with Fresh Ego. But before, them man were buying their stuff, and I was getting all my shit free. And that's why people used to joke and say, right, it's like all the football man are wearing Fresh Ego, like it's the football vlogger starter kit and that. But I was the only one getting it free, blood. You know, like that. It was me and Troops as well.
Yeah,
it was just me and Troops, blood.
That
had it, and then eventually after, then Flex, then after my brother, and then other people. But for most part, most of the man them were buying their Fresh Ego, bro. You know, like that. But it just so happened that like Marvin hit me up and was like, nah, your thing's killing me, boom and boom, and he sent me a care package, bro. Like, and I remember, like, he sent it to the gym that I was working at, bro. I had to do 2 trips home, bro. Man sent me massive boxes of clothes. Man said, "What's your address? I want to send you some stuff." I'm thinking he's gonna send me a few hats. Man sent me like big boxes, bro.
You have to do 2 trips, like you said.
2 trips, bro, because I live like 1 road away from the gym, so I walk to work. The man's carrying this big box, blood, down the high street now. You know what I'm saying? 2 big boxes. He sent me bare hats, bare stuff. And that was how I originally met Marvin, bro, because literally saw my video and it got posted in the football group chat. And that was all before I had a Rants and Bants page. I didn't have one.
So there's still at this point, there's no Rants and Bants page at this point, no YouTube page.
There's
no
nothing,
page,
bro.
No Twitter,
there's nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, like that.
2016. Got you.
Yeah, there was nothing, bro. It just a few viral videos on Instagram that people had taken from my Snapchat. Like, do you know what I mean? And that was
so you were going viral from the jump.
I was going viral from before I had a page, bro.
From the jump.
Do you know what I mean? And this is what it was. You know what I'm saying? So that is why, yeah, I came up with the concept Rants and Bants, because I was like, yo, like, man, literally, I was just ranting on normal days, things that piss me off. But people just found it funny. So I was like, cool. That man's like Rants and Banter. Rants and Bants, cool. And I was just sitting down in the office, well, not in the office, in the staff room in the gym. And I just made a Facebook page on my iPad.
Got you.
And that was it. But I never had nowhere. Like, I never had a house for the videos.
Okay, got you.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I never had a house for the videos, bro. Like, it was just Snapchat. That was it. And the way I downloaded Snapchat, here's the mad thing as well.
Go on.
Because I'm not a social media guy. Like, my Instagram was private.
Yeah.
And I just had people I knew on it. I'm not someone that's on social media like that. So, like, even now, bro, look, bro, I barely post on Twitter. Look at the amount of followers I got. I don't use it.
You barely post? Yeah, you don't post on Twitter like that.
And look at my Instagram as well, bro. Like, I post maybe once a month on Insta, like, on the main feed.
Yeah.
Maybe not even once a month. Yeah, I just post on the stories to send people to YouTube. Other than that, I don't even really post on the stories, bro. I live a proper private life. So
that's true.
I'm not a social media guy, innit? So the fact that I'm here is a flipping madness anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? So basically, 2 of my best friends went they went interrailing, where you go around Europe on trains and that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and basically they downloaded Snapchat.
Yeah.
And they told me and a few of the other man them to download it so we could see their journey. So when they were traveling around Europe, they were vlogging on there, and I downloaded Snapchat just to see where they were. So like they went all through Europe, like France, Italy, Hungary, like, you know what I mean? They done everything, and I just downloaded it just to keep an eye on them. And then that same summer, we all went on holiday. We all went on holiday to DR. All of
Yeah,
me and the man them.
What year is this? At this point, it's 2017 now.
Nah, I think it's the same year.
Is it still 2016? Okay, go on, carry on.
We all go DR, and then I start to vlog the holiday, innit?
Mm-hmm.
But I was just doing mad commentary and flipping the camera. Like, I remember they didn't realize you could flip the camera while you were live, innit? But I was like, bro, so I was like vlogging myself and stuff, and then flipping the camera and doing stuff. And they were like, yo, this looks crazy. And then, bro, it got to the end where we were there for 10 days. After the third day, yeah, you know, when you're on a resort, you just kind of link up with people. We linked up with like some Canadians, some Americans, bro. At the end of every single evening, everyone was just chilling around.
Everyone just vibes in.
I'm watching my fucking snaps for the day. You know them, man. It was a nightly thing where everyone was like, yo, that we need to watch his snaps for the day. Because they would just see me filming all day. And then they were, at the end of the day, they're like, I want to see the end product, because they just see me talking, but they can't hear me because they're ahead of me, and they see me filming and they don't know what's going on. So it just became a thing where at the end of every single night after we eat, whatever, and that was where I had my first cigar as well in DR in 2016, bro, and that changed my life forever, bro. You know, like that. So yeah, bro. So the end of every single night, them man were like, nah, we need to watch Rance's snaps. So we would all sit around outside, and there was about 10, 15 of us, like the Canadians, Americans, whatever. And everyone would just literally just be watching my snaps, like all at the same time. And it just became a thing where every day, man, were just watching my snaps. And they were just like, nah, this is flipping too funny. And I remember my brethren were like, more people need to see this, bro. Like, this is crazy. And I was just like, whatever, innit? Like, I was just living my life.
Yeah, you just being authentically you. Like, even if you weren't filming, you would have still been giving that commentary or whatever was going on.
Bro, I still would have been saying the same things, just not on camera.
Yeah, it would have been filmed.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, if I was walking and someone did something, I'll say something and my brethren will be busting up. But now, instead of saying it to my friends, I'm saying it to the camera. Do you know what I'm saying? So now everyone else gets to see what they're seeing of me all the time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So anyone that's known me from when I was little always knows that man was always the joker. In school, I was always the joker. I got great grades. People were astonished. They're like, how the fuck does he do so well at school? He's always talking, bruv. Like, it's like, because I'm finished.
Yeah, naturally smart. That's why.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Bro, it's just one of them ones. So, like, I'd finish before everyone else. Like, because normally, like, when you do a test and that, they'll say, oh, cool, you've got 50 minutes to do this math test. I'm done in 25 minutes and I'm just chatting, bruv.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And man's just like, this bro's always chatting. Teachers be like, oh, this, that, and the other. You're not going to do X, Y, Z. Man smokes school, bro. You know, like that. Yeah, easy. And this is what it is. So for me, I've always been the joker, like my whole life. But I've never been loud though. Do you know what I mean? My brother's the loud joker and I'm the quiet one. Joker. I'm the one that will be in the room, something will be going on. I'll say the one line, everyone dies. Yeah, you know the one. And then I just go back
that's under the radar though, that only some people heard. I get what you're saying.
That's it. Yeah. And then everyone dies. Whereas my brother is the guy that he's in the room and he's captured everyone now. You know what I mean? So now all eyes are on him and he's just entertaining and he's controlling the room. Whereas me, I'm the one, I'll be in that pocket of space, bro. I'll jump in the pocket, boom, execute, and then I'm back out. Do you know what I'm saying? You go. And that's what it is. And that's where we're similar, but we're different, innit? Do you know what I mean? And that's why when we're together, you can see, like,
Rants and Bants together,
finishing each other's jokes. Like, we just look at each other and laugh because we...
Like, for real, Rants and X, like, as a duo, underrated. Like, because separate, they're both quality and hilarious, but together, it's crazy. I know, I'm presuming, I think it's only probably a year, maybe a year or two. I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing it's a year or two. That's what I'm guessing. And for those that don't know what this is, Sarcasm City specials I did back in March, and we are just watching them back, people. So that's all this is. We are just watching this back. Some content for it, some different content for the international break. And secondly, if you want to watch it fully and uninterrupted, the link's in the description. The link is in the description for this special and all the other specials I did. It's on the playlist, it's right on the front of the page on the YouTube channel. Just type, you'll see it right there. You don't even have to type in. If you just type in youtube.com/Sarcasm City TV, the playlist will pop up at the top. Sarcasm City Specials 2024, where not only was it about giving people the full florist first and foremost. Secondly, it was getting their backstory from the very beginning. Look at what Rants has told us already. See, I noticed how man started and didn't have a page and was going viral. Was just messing around on Snapchat, then uploaded to Facebook. This is way before his YouTube. 2016, man's talking about, all 8 years ago. Hey, big up to Biz. Good to see you in the chat, man. Appreciate it. He said, yes, bro, I like these. I listen to Daps and Northside's episodes. Keep up the work, my G. Appreciate the kind words, Biz. Good to see you. And what Biz is talking about is what I did recently. This was the last international break. I did the Sarcasm City TV second wave. So this one, the original ones I did in March, was all the biggest and best content creators in the game. The second wave was literally the second wave of content creators, the future GOATs, the future Mount Rushmore candidates. So Daps and Northside, months plus more, did many were on the second wave editions as well. But it's series I'm going to bring back. Not every international break, but I'll definitely bring it back. But Biz, appreciate the super chat, man. Appreciate the super chat. Hano says, these are the first videos I saw on the channel, but never watched, just came up on my timeline. Hey, Hano, when you got some time and you don't know what to watch them. The specials are brilliant because you just get everyone's backstory. Like I said, Lewis, Rants, Gunnar, Matisse, Grizz, Hassam, Aaron, Zah, Troops, Fire. And then the second wave ones were as well. It was. So check them out, Hano, check them out. And again, this is why I did this, because people may not have seen these as well. So I'll be like, what exactly is this? So this is giving you an insight, and we get to do a watch-along version of it as well. Flawless, these are brilliant. I watched back the one with Saeed, quality shit. I appreciate that, Farouk. Appreciate that. Because like I said, I know some people would have watched them live at the time. Some would have watched them back after at the time. Some would have done both. But there's new people who are on the channel. I have no idea what these are. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's run them back. So we're going to carry on here, people. Let's get to it.
We know, like, our brains work the same way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But he's the extroverted one and I'm the introverted one. So it's like we'll both meet in the same space and just end up laughing for no reason. That's why when you watch our shows, a lot of the time we'll start talking and then we'll just start laughing, like, and the sentence ain't done. Do you know what I mean? Because we know
what road it's on. Yeah, understand that fully.
Yeah.
You can see the chemistry is natural.
That's just what it is.
Yeah, I fully get that. So that's still 2016. You're right. Obviously, you're over in DR, like you said.
That's 2016. By 2017, yeah, Vice had hit me up, and I was on TV, bruv, within 3 months.
100%. We're not skipping the steps, though. We can't skip. This is an important part of the story because you said everyone's watching in DR in regards to your content. Your brethren are saying to you, more people need to see this. You've already said it. I know your character well enough because you're just like, yeah, whatever. So how did you actually go about, all right, let me make more content? Was it your brethren? Was it with you? Was you just like, all right, whatever, I'm going to do it anyway?
No, my brethren, you know what it is? My brethren said that more people needed it, but it's only when I started going viral on Instagram and I wasn't posting the stuff, that is when I realized that I was like, yo, there's a market for this. Do you know what I mean? And I'm a smart guy, innit? So
what light bulb moment?
Yeah, so I was like, bro, people want this.
Big up to AIG. That's what I call you. Don't want to butcher your name.
I don't have anywhere for them to find me. But these times, I'm not thinking that there's a career here. I'm just doing it for fun. Because at the time, remember, no one's making money off the internet these times.
That's true.
No one's making money, bro.
The space ain't the space like it is now. Yes.
Nah, bro. Like, bro, listen. If I was so far ahead of my time, that is crazy. When you see guys now on Instagram, starting on Instagram, doing sketches like the Michael Dappers and the Munyas and all these other guys doing these little short sketches and that, man need to realize that I was doing 3-minute videos on Facebook that was doing 500k, bruv.
Woo,
like,
talk that big membership,
bro. My Facebook page right now has over 100,000 followers on it, and I haven't posted on it in about 5 years.
I literally remember checking. I actually just tagged you as I post on Facebook for this.
Yeah, bro. Look at my Facebook page right now and tell me how many followers I got on there, and tell me when I posted last as well, just so man know I'm not chatting rubbish.
Yeah, we know you know we chat. I literally, as I posted on Facebook, I still post on there because I got people
Because bro, like I can't, I don't
recording
even think
stuff.
I can log into my Facebook page no more, bro.
You should
Like
get that back,
I don't know the
What I'm saying.
password. Like, bro,
One second, I'm literally just
Yeah.
following this up now. And you lot run up the likes as well, man. Are you not entertained? Over 450 people
Matthew,
in here.
young G,
Run
Yeah,
you got,
up
man.
the likes.
Listen,
I'm just
because my
having a look.
Facebook page was
104k. Last
There
time
you
you
go.
posted was December 2018.
what did I tell you?
And it's you and Grizz talking Liverpool and United.
What did
for
I tell
AA
you?
Sport. But
I ain't posted for 6 years, bro, and I still got over 100,000, bro. If you understand the numbers that man was doing, and this is why, yeah, this is why when
about
man think that anyone put me on, bro, I laugh
Talk
because
about it.
I was doing obscene numbers even before football YouTube.
Talk about it,
Before
fam.
football YouTube, I was doing obscene numbers. I was going viral, bro. I done a video in 2017 that done 1.2 million
1.2
in like
million.
4 or 5 hours.
Man said
Do you
he
know what
did.
I'm saying?
No, let's just clarify that. Man said he did a video, yeah. I did 1.2 million in 4 or 5 hours. So that's why it is completely absurd when people talk about somebody put rants on. That is crazy. Hear what he's talking about in 2017. Before content creating the thing, before the YouTube space. So anyone saying they put rants on is crazy work. And that's not even me being biased. That's just the facts of the matter. Man's working, like, we're going to get to it, but you already mentioned it briefly there about working with Vice from them types. What are we talking about here? What are we on about? That's why it's important to do these and get people's backstories, man. You gotta let people tell their stories for true. Let's carry on. And again, people, link for this show. If you want this uninterrupted and not in the watch along form, it's underneath in the description if you want to watch it. I'm going to drop it in the chat as well, though.
That's why when Tristan Tate was talking about me, that when you lot were saying, oh, like, how does he know rants and that? Bro, him and his brother used to watch me, bro. When back in the Facebook days, bro. They're London guys, bro. And Tristan's around my age. So them man knew who I was, bro. Like, man was making mad noise, bro. I haven't posted since 2018. I got over 100,000 people on there still, bro. I was doing madness. This is what people need to understand. And this was in a time where now it's kind of easy to go viral with the algorithms on Twitter and Instagram.
Yep.
Facebook back in the day, it wasn't like that, bro.
No, it was not easy to go viral. It
wasn't easy to go viral, bro.
Yes, 100%. It was.
Do you know what I mean? If I started in 2016, yeah, and I haven't posted since 2018, that means in 2 years I had 100,000 plus followers.
Numbers, man.
In 2 years.
Look at
talk about it,
bro. And that's on one platform. Who does that, bro? Really? Do you know what I'm saying? Who really does that?
Yo, talk your ish, fam. Like, that's what you were here for, to celebrate. Yo, talk that number stuff. Talk
100%. Because, bro, like, I don't know anyone that's come from nowhere, yeah? From absolutely nowhere, especially in this time right now. Do you know how difficult it would be on somewhere like YouTube, even though the YouTube algorithm is different, yeah? But to have 100,000, bro, in 2 years.
From early as well. Early. Talk about
Come on, bro. 2 years, 100K. Relax, bro. Doesn't happen. Do you know what I mean? I know that, innit? So when I done the mad thing on Facebook, yeah, like, it was a clear indication to me that, yo, you need to start taking this seriously, because
so the penny drops.
This is a business.
Okay, so that's when the penny dropped. When you was going viral, you was like, there's a career here. Let me take this seriously because I can do something in this space.
Oh, hell yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's not just that, bro. Like,
talk about it.
I'm looking at it now, yeah. And everything happens
hey,
so
big up,
quickly
big bro.
for me.
Hope you're good, man.
But I'm not one of them people. You know, people say, oh, like, sometimes they get imposter syndrome and all these things. I'm just like, no, because I can't feel like I've got imposter syndrome, because this is who I've always been. I've always been that guy in class. Everyone always knew I was the funny guy in class. Yeah. So I was always able to captivate audiences. So because of that, I never felt like, oh, I don't belong here. Yeah. I knew I belonged here, because everywhere since nursery all the way up through school, I've always been one of the popular guys at school. I've always been one of the guys that can make people laugh.
Talk about it.
Can make girl laugh, can do all these things, bro. I've always been good in social situations, even though I'm not a very social person, if that makes sense.
Mm.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because I'd rather be on my own, or I'd rather be like
You're
around
comfortable
people
in
I
your
know.
own. You're
Yeah.
comfortable in your own skin, or
Yeah.
comfortable in your own with your own circle, which is nothing wrong
Yep.
with that. Yeah,
100%. But I know that I can hold an audience, bro. Like I've always had the ability to do that, even though I'd much rather kind of have my own space and be by myself. But when it's time to entertain or to perform, bro, that's me, bro. I'm active.
You can switch on. Yeah, you
I
can
can
switch
switch it on.
Like, I'm here now. All right, let's do what needs to be done.
And that's all it is. So like it doesn't, like none of this don't really feel uncomfortable. It's not imposter syndrome. It's like this is just me being me, but now more people get to experience what the people that are around me every day get to experience, because it's the same thing.
Get you 100%. So you're going viral. Obviously the Facebook page is blowing up. You're going viral. What then happened next? Was it a Vice or a big company contacting you?
Loads of them. BBC, Vice.
Do you remember who the first one was? Do you remember who the first company was that contacted you with something?
Vice. Oh, shout out. Listen, yeah.
Talk about it.
Bro, you know what it is, yeah? You know what it is, and it's gonna be funny. Let me see if I still got my man's number on my phone as well, because that would be jokes. Because you know what it is, yeah.
I know I might do. I don't know.
He works for Arsenal.
A couple hours.
Do you know what I mean? Man like Hoff, bro, Alex Hoffman, bro. He was at Vice. He's a massive Arsenal fan, and now he works with Arsenal. He works with Arsenal like in a big way. He does a lot of their creative stuff. So, if you're Arsenal fans, you might have heard of him still, because him and Frimpong like do a lot of stuff, but he's above like Frimmy and that. But Alex is my guy, bro. He was at Vice, innit? And I only had about 20,000 followers on Facebook at the time. And Alex messaged me, yeah, and this was probably about 2 months in. He said, listen, your thing's cold. I know that we want to work with you, but I don't know what we want to do. But just give me your phone number, bruv. Like, man's going to stay in touch with you.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He was the first person that reached out to me, innit? I got reached out to by loads of people, like BBC, this, that, and the other, and I ended up going on loads of different things. But Hoff hit me up literally within a couple months, 2-3 months, and was like, listen, yeah, I'm at Vice, and Vice is edgy as fuck. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because what's it called? It was on. I used to watch Thingy on. what's the names of the two? Jesus and Mero. They was on Vice.
Exactly. They were there when I was there. So
yeah.
Hoff was like, listen, we need to do something.
Got you.
We need to do something. I don't know what, but we need to do something, innit?
Yeah.
And then there was the referendum thing. Do you know what I'm saying? There was a referendum, which I think was in 2017. The Brexit thing. And then Alex was like, yo, all right, bro. It's our time, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's time to work. You know, like that. And it was that. And it was one of them ones. And that even
the craziest part
goes too far, because I already had a viral Brexit video before that, the one that done 1.4 million in like 4 or 5 hours
with the politics. So you'd already done that previously, and then
so I was doing politics.
He was like, I
was talking about everything, bro. I was talking about girl. I was talking about politics. Even when that Harambe gorilla got killed as well, I done a funny sketch on that, like a thing about Harambe getting killed and that. Like, bro, I was talking about anything that's happening in the news, bro. So it's just social commentary. I was commentating on anything that happened. So for instance, now, if I was doing what I was doing back then, all the thing like with Marcel when his girl cheated on him, I'd have done a video on that. You know them one?
Yeah,
like, stuff like that. Yeah. Anything that was going on like in the news or like popular culture, I was doing little videos, like 5-minute videos, short, punchy videos, and just easy to digest. And I was doing, bro, like, I wasn't doing less than like 60K on videos. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
About them numbers, man.
And that was then, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I had the algorithm in a chokehold, bro, on Facebook. I can't even lie. So when man say, yo, Rants, big up Rants, I've been following you since Facebook days. That's how I know, man, I've been there from the jump.
From the beginning.
Do you know what I'm saying? So this is what it is. So when the funny thing is, when people turn around and they say stuff on Twitter like that Fed gave me a career and stuff like that, I was like, bro, check the statistics, bro. You know the ones there.
That's what we're here for, to do the backstory. So
do you know what I mean? Check the statistics, bro. Like I was the first one. Remember, I was the only one on that channel, yeah. Because, bro, when I joined that channel, it had less followers than my Facebook page has that I haven't posted on since 2018.
Jeez. Hey,
do you know what I'm saying?
So the numbers.
I had more numbers. I was the one with all the blue ticks. My Facebook page has a blue tick on it. My Insta had a blue tick. My Instagram's got a blue tick. Them man never had ticks. I was the only one on the channel with a tick. But then man are gonna say that man made me, but I already came in 30.
Yeah, I already came in. It was already you and already established and going viral and got big numbers.
Bruv, I'd already gone viral multiple times. Yeah. Been on TV and decided I don't like TV because I can't speak my mind. Been on radio, decided I don't want to be on radio no more because I can't speak my mind. And then I decided, you know what? I'm going to put my energy into online because I can be myself.
Okay, so what was that like? Because obviously being on Vice, like you said, BBC. I let that be in a moment, people. Notice how he said that. Notice how he said that in regards to, I've been on TV, decided I didn't like it because I can't speak my mind. Same with radio. He could have easily been like, all right, let me just carry on TV or radio and took the big money and the big platforms that, but he decided to create himself. I rate that and respect that. Yeah, football fan, man, should have 1 million followers easy. He gonna get there, 100%. He gonna get there. But I respect that highly. And look, we're 35 minutes in. Bear in mind, we haven't spoke yet anything about his journey in the football content creator space. This is a journey beforehand. You already know. Rants is goated, man. The more I watch his stuff, the more I respect him. One of the smartest YouTubers out there, not just in terms of football. I hear you, Farouk. I hear you. TV, radio. What happened, or what, if you remember a particular show, or was it a conversation before or after a show where you was like, I can't speak my mind on here. I need to just have my own platform?
It wasn't a particular show, but you know what it is, yeah? It's one of them ones where I'm someone, I don't like to code switch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I speak to my mum like this, the way I speak to you.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I should have to be someone else at any time.
Got you. You want to be 110%.
I want to be this guy all the time. Like, I've sat down, and I've had meetings with millionaires, like millionaires, and they've sat down and they've said to me, or said to other people about me, you know what I love about Rants? He's just himself, bro. I've turned up to meetings, in my basketball jersey and my shorts, with millionaires. And my Crocs on, bro. And these man love me. They're like, this guy don't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? And bro, like, them man have actually said to me, yo, you don't care, innit? You're just yourself. Thanks. And you know when certain men are in meetings, when certain men are in meetings, they almost... When you know that you want money from someone, you want someone to invest money in you, certain man will kind of just do the yes man thing.
Yeah,
not me. You know them ones there. Like, I've sat down in meetings with these guys, and I've said to them, you know what, bro? Respectfully, that ain't right. This is how you need to do it. And they've said, you know what? You're fucking right. You know them ones there. Certain man would just be saying yes, man, just be sitting there and just saying, oh yeah, we can do it this way, we can do it this way, we can do it this way. I'm like, nah, we need to do it this way, and this is why we need to do it this way. And they're like, actually, I hear it, I like him, because I'll challenge you. If I feel like there's a better way to do things, I will challenge you. So. Do you know what I mean? And they rate that, bro. And I turn up in whatever I want to wear, and I speak my mind, and I speak exactly the same way. And these men respect me for it. There's too many men that go in and do the little fake thing and laugh at every man's dead jokes and that just to try and get somewhere. I'm just being myself, innit? I'm turning up comfortable. Do you know what I mean? And if you say something I don't agree with, I'm telling you I don't agree with it, and I'm telling you why. And they got so much respect for man. Like, these men have literally said, I've gone into meetings multiple times with like business partners and that, and they've called me up after and said, yo man, they loved you, man. Like, fuck, like that, bro. Like, because I can't believe it. Like, because I just go there and it's just no bullshit, bro. It's just absolutely no bullshit. I ain't got no time for that. Do you know what I mean? I just go in there and I say it, and I go in there. I always say, when I go into a meeting, I'm always willing to leave if I hear something I don't like.
Best way
So
to
I'm not desperate.
negotiations.
That's the best part of negotiation is always be in a position to say no.
Yeah.
In any
Yeah.
negotiation, always
So,
be willing to walk away if you're unhappy, even if you're quote unquote the B side of the negotiation. Always be willing to walk away in any negotiation, especially your brand. So I fully hear that.
100%. You know what it is, yeah?
Go on.
Like when the man say to me, because the man say to me, I'm so good at closing deals. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we'll get on to the Twitch stuff later on, innit?
100%.
But it's like I'm so good at closing deals because it's kind of like I've noticed the more high net worth people, yeah, that I sit down with, the more I realize they've all got one thing in common and they can see bullshit from a mile away. You know, like that. So because they see I'm just being myself and I fully mean what I say and I'm just 30. Like they look me in the eyes and they're like, you know what? Like, yeah, I trust this guy, innit? Like this guy, I trust that he knows what he's saying, bro. Because some people can bullshit, but like you gotta understand when you're sitting down with men that have millions and they're successful businessmen, yeah, they've heard all the bullshit that you could ever think. So you can't twang these guys.
They've heard all the lines.
They've heard all the lines.
They've heard all the bars. Yes.
And also in life, yeah, to be successful, you have to fail many, many, many times. So on the route to these guys getting to where they've got to, they've been lied to. They've been twanged. They've seen little things where they're like, you know what, I've heard this before, and look, this is how it turned out. Do you know what I mean? So if you're not authentic or you're trying to be, you know what I mean, you're trying to be underhand or whatever, these men have seen it before, bro, and they're not buying it.
Or if you're just willing to be a yes man, they're not.
If you're just sitting there and you've got no opinion of your own, they're looking at you and they're not respecting you, bro. These men want someone to challenge them, bro. They do. Do you know what I mean? So I don't just sit there and just nod and smile and then just hopefully, so
do the deal.
Can we do the deal? Nah, bro. Like I'm making sure I apply pressure in it.
No, that's fair. That's fair. And what year is this? Is 2017 correct? Just to get the timeline. Is this 2017? So
yes,
all right.
Sir.
So yeah, like you said, you're working with Vice, worked with BBC, been on TV, been on radio, realized it's not for you. So you want to be somewhere so you can speak your mind. So then what was then the next step following that when you're like, okay, I'm gonna focus online? Because you got
the mainstream media thing kind of stretched over a span of, I'd say, between 2017 to like 2019 maybe, because when I was on the United Stand, I was still going and doing BBC. I was still doing BBC Radio 5 Live, like I used to do Question Time.
Okay.
I would go up to Manchester and I would do the radio show with Adrian Charles in it, who used to do Match of the Day.
Oh yeah, he used to do Match of the Day too. Yeah, Adrian Charles.
Adrian. That's another one. That's my guy, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Adrian so like, bro, he's another guy. I got his number in my phone. Like, Adrian's my guy. You know, like that. He's a West Brom fan, innit?
Yeah, I remember Adrian Charles because he used to do the Too Good Too Bad on Match of the Day too. That's
bro, he is one of the nicest brothers that man's met, like in this whole media thing. Adrian Charles is a real guy, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, man's been on radio with him, gone and got food after the show, whatever. He's that guy that he's like, if you're ever about, hit me up. Okay. You know the one? Like, he's 30 brother. So I used to go and do that show with Adrian whilst I was on the United Stand. So I finally kind of cut that off when it got to the point where I said to the BBC, I said, unless you're going to give me my own show, I'm not coming back.
Okay, so you was going there and you was doing Question Time, and was you doing other things for BBC? And is that
I was working with the BBC Bear, so I'd done One Extra. I'd been on One Extra loads. I've been on One Extra loads. I done their Black History Month thing with One Extra. I done 5 Live multiple times. I done some BBC television thing with them. Bro, I even done a show on E4 with
talk them things
with Russell Kane as well, blood. Like Russell Kane, the comedian. Like I've done bare random TV stuff, bro. And then even around the Grenfell time, I went on BBC 2 to do that. What is that woman's name that has the show? Something Derbyshire or something. What the hell's her name?
Chat, let us know. The chat will know. 100%. The chat will know.
I even went on her show around the Grenfell time because I grew up near there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I was doing loads of mainstream stuff, bro. And then it got to the point where, is it Ann Derbyshire or something? Or something? I can't remember, bro.
The chat will know. The
But,
chat will know. Victoria Derbyshire, the chat saying.
There we go. There we go.
See, I knew the chat would know.
That's the one. So yeah, I went on her show around around Grenfell time. I done so many things, bro. Do you know what I mean? So it got to the point where I remember I went to One Extra again, and I went. Well, I'd been so many times, bro. I can't even. I lost count. And I basically said
so many times, and you was just like, all right, you
and I
keep bringing
said
me
to
other
these, man,
special guests.
yeah. And I said to them respectfully, yeah, you can't keep using me for Black History Month and this thing and that thing. You need to give me my own show, innit? Because like I deserve it, innit? Like you used me because you know I'm good. And it's like at that time, I wanted to get into radio. Like I actually enjoyed it. Do you know what I'm saying? So obviously, like big up Snoochie as well. She was there, Snoochie Shy. But like I remember when I said, you man need to give me a show. And they basically said to me, you know what? The guy said, we know that you deserve one, but it's kind of out of our hands kind of thing. It's the high ticking. This nonsense. And then they said they were looking for like a different sound. And then in the end, that Sideman bro ended up getting the show instead of me, bro. And that was the final straw for me, if I'm honest.
Right,
remember the Sideman brother, he's from Birmingham or something.
Hey, chat, let us know again. Chat,
yeah, that Sideman all day or something was his name or something. Brummy.
The chat will know. The chat will know exactly who you're talking about. This is over my head. I don't remember him.
Yeah.
Go on, carry on, fam.
Well, there you go. That's the point. Like, so he ended up not even in a disrespectful way, but he ended up having a show with ZZ Mills on that. I don't even know if he still makes content, but the point is, yeah, they said because he's got a different kind of accent, it's a different kind of sound on the thing. And because I got a thick London accent and that, they were like, oh, you know what? They prefer his voice to my voice, even though I done way more. And I got way more skin in the game than man.
Yeah.
You know them, man. Way more skin in the game. So, and I done way more for BBC, yeah, than him at that time. So I was like, you know what, bruv? Bun you lot, innit?
You bet on yourself.
Yeah. I was like, if you're not going to give me my own show, just don't call my phone again, respectfully. You know them ones. It's not even a beef thing. It's like, yo, I'm better than being a guest on someone else's
brand. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
like, this people, let this be a teachable moment. Anyone in this space, anyone in any space, bet on yourself. You really believe in yourself and think you're that good, as Rants is saying here. Bet on yourself. I say it all the time to everyone. Build it. Build it and the people will follow. Build it and the people will follow. Trust. And that's not just in this space. That's in any space. But anytime you're doing anything in entertainment, you know, creating content, even though it falls under entertainment, it's all under the same umbrella. Bet on yourself. This is just their life. Bet on yourself. Bet on yourself in a regular job. Because some people might not want to build their own thing and have all this pressure to do things. Bet on yourself, man. For real, bet on yourself. And that's what Rants is saying here. Man, bet on himself.
I'm better than being a guest on someone else's show that I'm better than. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's always been my thing, innit? Yeah. My thing has always been, yeah, if you're not better than me, then you're not better than me. If you're better than me, or you've got something that you have, I hold my hands up.
You hold hands up and say, oh, that's quality, that's talent.
Bro, yes. I always say to my followers all the time, yeah, not everyone's not born equal. They're not born equal, bro. Look at me and my brothers, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at X, bro. And then my younger brother was in Grime Kids. He's an actor.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we all came out of the same house, bro. Well, you think it was an accident? You know, it's not an accident. Like, everyone's not born equal, bro. Do you know what I mean? What, you think Venus and Serena Williams was an accident?
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't
gifted. I say this. Some people are gifted.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. It's not an accident, bro. Genetics matter. Upbringing matters. Do you know what I'm saying? But more than the upbringing, the genetics matter. You know, like that. Like I know my sense of humor I get from my dad. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I know that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Crazy part is me the same. My pops is me like
That's what I mean. But my dad's got a dry sense of humor like me. Like my wit and my sharpness, I get from my dad. Like my dad would always be the one that my dad's quiet, but then he'll just make these little
he make the jokes and that.
My dad would say certain things and I'm just on the floor laughing. And I know that's where I get that from. Whereas my brother's more like my mum, he's a bit louder. Like my mum's the loud one and my dad's the quiet one. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm more like my dad and my brother's more like my mum. Do you know what I'm saying? So I know where all this comes from. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things where like my mum used to sing and used to like play like the piano and the thing in church. And my mum's musical, my whole family's musical, and then my brother used to rap. And my brother's more so my brother's more like my mum, and I'm more like my dad, but it still comes from somewhere. So it's not everyone's born equal thing. It's not, bro. Like, so if I see someone and I know their thing's good, and I'll be like, you know what, they're patterned. Like, cool, I respect it. But I'm the kind of guy, if you invite me on the show and I'm better than the host, I don't want to go back. Because I'm like, yo, give me my show.
This person's got a show. I want my show because I'm better than this person. And which is fair. I understand that viewpoint and why we.
But that's normal human nature, bro. Back in the day, it was like it was a Debo thing. What bike? Give me that bike. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it was. That's what it was. So back in the day, if you was better than someone and they had something you want, you just took it. You know, like that. Like, bruv, that's what human nature is. That's why they say survival of the fittest. Because the baddest man walked off with everything. That's your girl. I wanna. That's mine. Buy it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it was. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You're not gonna eat that. Are you? You're not gonna eat that. Safe. Take man's plate.
My cornbread. It's my cornbread.
That's it, bro. So when I'm going to BBC and them man want me to sit on shows with people that I'm better than, I'm like, nah, I want this show or I'm not coming back. Because to me, I feel like a dickhead. Because then I'm carrying the show anyway, but then they're getting paid more than me.
Yeah, I get you.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna go and carry their show and me not get paid. Nah, not paid the way they're getting paid. And then they've got the guaranteed bread and I got the guest fee. Nah. I was like, give me that government check, bro. That's what I said to BBC, bro. I was like, because my idea was, yo, give me the government check. So man could be on the government PAYE so I can get my house. You know them ones. In my head, I was like, you know what, give me the government check so I can get my mortgage. So that was what my thought process was when I was a lot younger. This was like 6 years ago, 7 years ago now. Damn, time flies. It's like 7 years ago. So I was like, yo, give me my government cheese, bro, so I can go get my mortgage. You can
get your house, yeah.
You know, like that.
Home, mortgage, rent, whatever the case may be, allows me to do whatever I want to do in regards to home owning in some shape, form, or fashion. I fully hear that. No,
so that's why I wanted to do the mainstream thing, because I was like, yo, just give me my you know what I mean? Give me my regular money, my regular show, get my yard, whatever. Like, it was just that kind of thing. Because sitting down talking on the radio is easy for me.
Yeah, radio.
And then but then after I told them man to allow it, I was just like, all right, I'm gonna focus online. And then, bro, I was killing it, bro.
I was talking about everything still online at this point. So you're talking football, politics, y'all just reacting to stuff, skits. Was you just on Facebook at this point still, or did you?
I was just on Facebook. I never went on. What I did was I made a YouTube, but I was just reposting the stuff that I posted on Facebook on YouTube as well.
Okay.
But I wasn't. But YouTube wasn't my main platform.
Yeah.
YouTube didn't.
You had a YouTube account, but you were just taking the videos from Facebook and uploading them onto YouTube, right?
Exactly. So it was the same videos. I wasn't making just YouTube content. I didn't start posting exclusively on YouTube till about 2019. Well, after I stopped 2018 then. So so I started posting on YouTube probably about 2019. Because end of 2018 I would have stopped posting on Facebook. 2019 I would have started on
And what was the decision behind that in regards to stop posting on Facebook? Because you've had so much success, views, followings big on there that you're like, all right, I'm going to stop posting on the Facebook and go to the YouTube.
Money.
There's a money thing first.
Yeah, bro, because all of them followers on Facebook, yeah, but Facebook weren't paying. So I was making money by doing the mainstream stuff. When I was going BBC, they was paying me. Vice was paying me. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's nice, bro. When I done the Channel 4 thing, yeah, bro.
Nice bags.
Bro,
nice bag.
Bro, skate. When man say, yo, Rants, can you come and film for half a day? We'll send a car to pick you up, bring you to the studio, drop you back. Do you know what I'm saying? And I can make, in that half a day, 2 weeks worth of gym money. Woo! In half a day.
Talk about it. Did that check different?
I was like, yo, this is the life, yeah. So when I saw that, I was like, I can't post for free on Facebook no more.
Well, yeah.
I was like, it's not making sense.
You knew your worth again. Like the BBC thing, you knew your worth once you've realized I'm not going to.
I need to start posting on YouTube. So at least I can make a little bit of money, out of the content I'm putting up. And then obviously I've already built a network of people that already know me from Facebook that are paying me also. So the YouTube, switching from Facebook to YouTube was purely a financial decision. And you know how hard it is leaving a channel that's got hundreds of thousands of people to go and start a channel on zero, and upload and not get the same dopamine hit of 80,000, 100,000. And you're starting from zero again. And I done it no problem, but most people can't do that.
Yeah.
Most people can't do that because
that's a brave decision to make, to leave 100K to go to zero on YouTube and not get them 100K people over straight away as well.
Yeah, but most people can't deal with not getting the instant gratification, like that. They can't deal with it. But for me, I was like, well, I done it once, I can do it again. That was always my mentality. It's just like, who cares, man? Yeah, like I did it once, I can do it again. I backed myself.
As you should.
Notice that people repeatedly when we spoke here about backing yourself and betting on yourself and understanding your worth and not being afraid to move platform for whether it's financial here or whether it's because you can't be yourself. Wherever you got to be to produce the best content and monetize and get the most out of the content you're making. Like, that's just key. That is just key right there. But for those that, again, maybe have landed and don't know what's going on here, this is the Sarcasm City special I did with Rants back in March. Link for the full one is underneath in the description if you don't want to watch the watch-along and want it uninterrupted. We are just watching this back. And it was a one-on-one sit-down, not only giving Rants his flowers, the whole flourish, should I say, because he deserves more than his flowers. The whole flourish for real, first and foremost. Secondly, getting the full backstory as well, because we almost an hour in, and notice we haven't, almost an hour in on the video, we have not even got to the football content creator side of things as well.
Yes. And this is what a lot of people don't do. They don't back themselves.
Talk about it, family.
They don't. I always back myself. So I left 100,000. I ain't posted in 6 years.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna hit 100,000 again on this platform.
Facts. As you are. That's gonna get there soon. I'm telling you.
You know, like that.
Well. So get there soon.
It's one of them ones where I moved to YouTube specifically just to start monetizing all my hard work.
Yeah.
Was still doing a lot of mainstream stuff. Like even when I ended up linking up with Flex, I was still doing the mainstream stuff. So it's one of them ones. I didn't cut it off.
Yeah, and before we get to linking up with Flex, that whole journey, etc., first and foremost, you lot not entertained. Sarcasm City TV special. Rants is in the building. Over 480 people here. Let's run up the likes. We're at 266. Let's get up to 350. Like check 1212. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Like
Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you subscribe to Rants' channel as well. The link is in the title, people. Like I said, run up the likes. Continue to share across all the socials. Follow Rants across all the socials. And that's me, Flawless. You see it right there on the screen at Sarcasm City TV as well. So this journey just getting good, people. You know what I'm saying? We're getting a full backstory here from Rants in regards to this. Don't worry, you lot. I will get to the super chat shortly as well. But we got to run up these likes. And like I said, hit the subscribe button. Road to 11K here on Sarcasm City TV. Road to 100K for Rants. He gonna get there expeditiously. So yeah, so obviously now you've gone over from Facebook. You're now on YouTube. You're now still continuing to do the mainstream thing. How did you link up with Flex? And was there a conscious decision from you to go the footballing route before? or was it when you met up with Flex, you was like, all right, let me run the football inside it. Let me run with the more football, predominantly football content?
Honestly, how can I say this?
Go on. Just say it how Rants would say it. Go on.
Obviously, I consumed the football content, yeah, before, and I was just like, I'm better than these guys. I can do this.
Talk about it, man.
Honestly, bro, like that's the most me way I can say that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you know what it was? I had so much success doing other things, but football's always been my first true love, like in my life, innit? Like, man's played football from I could walk. Do you know what I mean? My uncle, RIP, the reason why I support Manchester United, he was a football coach, and as soon as I could walk, my mum's brother had me playing football, had me supporting Man United, watching Eric Cantona, and he had the same birthday as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That's what's so funny. So
crazy.
He used to love Ole, yeah, because they had the same birthday, innit? And it was one of them ones where and like I remember when we won in '99 and Ole scored the goal, my uncle was so gassed.
Crazy.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? So because of my uncle, I've always been a football guy. And the thing is, people knew me for my personality, but football is literally my superpower. Like, so I was like, right, people know me for all these other things, but football is literally my life. Like, it's been my whole life. I remember when I used to travel to train with Fulham, yeah, and I'm from Northwest, and I used to travel to Southwest as a child, bro.
Jeez.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, on public transport. So imagine you're 11 years old and you're traveling from Northwest to Southwest, bro. Like, so bro, like, football's been my whole life. I just remember, like, I don't remember life without football. Football's everything. It's always been everything to me. Do you know what I mean? I had my first knee surgery when I was 15 years old, bro. Missed out on a pros. Like, bro, like, I've been through a lot with football, innit? Like, I've traveled around the world playing football, playing in different countries, going on trials in different places. Like, bruv, I've done so many things, innit? So, football is a massive part of my identity and a massive part of my character. Because I've been in the football setup here, football hardens you at a very young age because you go through things, you see things, you feel things that normal kids your age don't see and they don't feel, bro. Do you know what I mean? Football exposes you to how cold the world is, yeah, at a very, very young age. When you're competing with people, when you're in like an academy and you know only 2 or 3 man's gonna make it, like, in your head, you know it's only 2 or 3 of us.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's only 2 or 3 of us, bro. Like, if we're lucky, sometimes it might even be 1, because more times your club can buy players. They don't need to bring players through. Like,
that's true.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's very much that mentality where you're super competitive, super young. Do you know what I'm saying? And then having to deal with injuries, having to deal with loads of different things, loads of different setbacks and all of these other things, bro, it hardens you from a young age, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where football shaped me in life, bro, in general.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what
like
it is.
lessons you took from it. Yeah.
Yeah, like, even to the point where football teaches you that the best players don't make it. You know, like that. And that's a lesson that you can take into life. Just because you're the best doesn't mean you're gonna make it. Doesn't mean that, bro. Like, how many times is the guy that wasn't the best player in his school team make it? Do you know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. A lot of the brothers that were in academies at my school, were not the best players at school. They were not the best players at school. There was certain man that was in academies that didn't get into my school team, bro.
That's crazy.
Do you know what I'm saying?
In professional academies, but didn't make the school team.
Yeah, they didn't make the school team because they weren't good enough. Do you know what I mean? But they were good enough to play in academies, but they weren't good enough to play for the school team because my school team was cold. You know, like that. So it's one of them ones. Like, my ends has got ballers. You know, like that. Like Yannick Bolasie and Raheem Sterling are just two ballers out of my ends, yeah, to play in the Prem. But forget the Prem, blood. When I'm telling you, like leagues all the way down into non-league and that, bro, Northwest, the amount of ballers here is crazy.
Got you. Yeah.
Crazy. You know, like that. So, brother, like it's not easy getting into that school team, fam. You know, like that. So they were youths that couldn't get nowhere near that school team or couldn't get nowhere near like the district team, like the Brent team, because we had ballers. You couldn't get nowhere near it, but man, we're in academies. Like football teaches you harsh lessons, bro. It's not how good you are sometimes, it's who you know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because they were
it's not how good you are, it's who you know. Because like you said, someone said it already in the chat in regards to somebody's dad being close to a coach or something like that.
Yeah. 100%. And this is exactly what it is, bro. So you need to realize, it's like you're learning important life lessons because you're seeing brothers that can't make the school team, but they're in an academy, and you're like, right, how come he's in an academy and he's not? And he's not, and he's not. And then you realize, ooh, this is life. Do you know what I mean? And it's the same goes for TV. You think, oh, how come he got a TV show? How come he got a TV show? How come he got a radio show? I can't get a radio show.
Yeah.
I'm better than him. Doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't matter. But online, I'm the master of my own destiny. So I don't need to rely on these man to give me a TV show or give me a...
I'm the master of my own destiny. Bars, again, ties back into just betting on yourself, especially in today's day and age. So I tell people, create wherever. It don't have to be in the content creator space like doing football, but wherever the case may be. Bet on yourself. Trust. For real.
Radio show. I make my own show. What? You know what? That's what it is. Build my own channel, make my own thing. Now no one can't tell me no.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't go nowhere, bro. Because no one's telling me shit, bro. It's my channel. What are you gonna do?
You control it. Yeah.
I control my channel. And that's why my channel is exactly what it is. It's about me, bro. If I decide I want to vlog and I want to do like more lifestyle gym content, which I'm gonna venture into, I know I can do that. It's my channel. People are here for me. When I want to watch tennis, man, them are watching tennis with me. When I want to talk about gal and do rants reacts, man, them are here for that. When I want to talk about football, man, are here for that, bro. That's what it is. And no one can't tell me I can't do it because it's mine. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So man's not really on the mainstream stuff because I'm not prepared to bite my tongue, not say certain things, pretend I don't see certain things. Because one way or another, these men have compromised themselves. Whether people see it as a positive or a negative thing, they've compromised themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there'll be things that they see that they can't say nothing about.
Yeah, and they didn't call it out. Yeah.
100%. Or man will be on the TV with like a Roy Keane and he might say something, or like you're on TV with Carragher and he says something. And I'm like, you know what? This feels a bit racially charged, but I can't say nothing because I can't start beef on the I'm starting beef on the camera.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Bruv, when Man United play, and Martial's not playing and Rashford plays badly, and then my man decides to try and draw out Martial and start talking about Paul Pogba, I'll have to ask him a question. I'll be like, all right, cool. So all right, where's this Vim? Where's this Vim coming from, bruv? Like, do you want to talk about it? Is there something you want to talk about? Is there more to this? Do you know what I'm saying? Man are not going to ask questions. And the thing is, you have to compromise yourself to be in these situations, bro. You have to bite your tongue. You have to let man disrespect you. You have to do what it is. I'm not prepared to do that.
Got you. Oh, that's fair. So in regards to that, like you said, you're still doing mainstream. You've now gone over to YouTube. How did the link up with, and you said football is a part of your life, it's your first true love. RIP to your uncle who put you on, made you a United fan, etc. How did the link up come about with Flex?
We spoke on Twitter. I can't remember exactly how it happened.
Go with link up. No, this is where we get to the footballer side of things. But hey, Flex and Rant show, that show, I said at the start, those two go with link up. Shame we'll probably never see it again, but go with. Well, salute to Rants. Big up.
All I can say is I remember, like, I had my season ticket. I used to be going to Old Trafford, and I always used to see him trying to stop people for fan cams. And them times, Full Time Devils was the main channel. No one was stopping for fan cams with Flex. I just remember, I just remember, like, imagine I used to go to Man United games with Adam McCullough.
Right, got you.
I used to go to games with Adam, and the reason why I used to go to games with Adam is because my boys, we had season tickets. We had about 3 season tickets, but between 5 of us, so we wouldn't always all go, and a few of the man them had kids and that. So, like my guys would hit me up and say, "Yo, I'm with the kids."
Take the season ticket.
I'm with the kids, so I'm not using the ticket. You in a row. So I used to go to Birmingham, stop in Birmingham on the way to Manchester because they live in Brum.
Yeah.
And Adam lives in Brum. So I used to go to the games myself. And then once man realized that Adam lived in Birmingham, me and Adam like met at the games before. And then I would say, yo, I'm in Brum. Let's link up and go to the game together. So I would have to go to collect the season ticket. And then, like, after the game, if I wasn't going via Birmingham, I'd give Adam the season ticket, and my brethren would link Adam in Birmingham. You know the ones, because it was in between.
Yeah,
you know the one. Yeah. So that's what it was. And then, like, I would go to the games and I would notice that Flex was there. That was another channel, because my first ever fan cam was on Full Time Devils. It wasn't on United Stand.
Right.
So basically, I remember going to the game with Adam one time, and he made a comment, something like, just kind of saying, "Oh, that's kind of like the other channel, like we don't chat to them," kind of thing.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was it. But I weren't thinking nothing of it because I'm not involved in this YouTube thing. Like, I'm not involved in it.
You're just looking at it as just another channel. You're not looking at because you just done the fact you're not, like, your allegiance isn't to Full Time Devils at that point. Got you?
Yeah. So I've got no allegiance to no one. I'm just a guy going to watch football anyway. I've met Adam because he's always at the games. I'm always at the games, and obviously when you come out, how it is, these man would stop people for fan cams. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's how it was. So me and Adam weren't brethrens. He was familiar with who I was because of what I did.
Yeah.
I was familiar with who he was because of what he did.
Got you.
And then we just kept seeing each other at games. That was it. So I was just like, all right, cool. Like, because I was going up from Birmingham, then we ended up going to games together, innit? Like a few times. And yeah, basically, I used to see Flex, but I didn't know him. And I just used to see him with his microphone and whatnot and whatever. And then I don't know how, I think me and Flex just started talking online.
And this is Twitter, you said, right?
Yeah, on Twitter, because
so you had set up a Twitter account by this point, and was that
I'd set up a Twitter account, and that was just purely for content.
Okay. And what year was this around? Was this 2019?
This would have been around 2018 to 2019, I think.
Okay.
I don't know when I started on that channel. I think it was 2019. So it would have been, I think it'd have been 2019 after I came off Facebook, because that's what the timeline suggests to me. So yeah, me and Flex were talking. I think, Flex definitely knew who I was and he had seen my stuff and he said, "Oh yeah, I love your stuff, this, that, and the other." And I didn't quite know how that channel worked or what they were about. So I was kind of picking his brains and I was like, "Oh, like, what do you guys do? Like, what's your thing? How does the channel work? Whatever." Because me, I'm just seeing another black brother.
Yeah. So you just seeing, I get you.
I'm just seeing another black guy.
What's going on? Yeah.
So I'm just seeing another black guy. So,
big up to
when Adam said to me, "Oh yeah, that's the other Man United channel. We don't chat to them," kind of thing. In my head, I'm like, cool, that's your beef, that's not mine. You know them, right? Yeah. My first United Stand fan cam was 2018. Right? See, that's what I mean. Even it's that far back. My time.
Yeah.
So that means this was in 2018. Do you know what I'm saying? So then, see me, I don't inherit no one's beefs because they're saying, I don't talk to them, man, and I'm just seeing another black man like me. You know them.
You just that's what as a black, working. So you're like, all right, let me just pick his brains and see what's what. And obviously,
so I was like, yo, how do things work over there? And then when I started to realize that Flex was from Northwest as well, and then he moved to Luton when he was younger, but he's from Ends. Like my dad knows his family and all of that.
Oh, geez, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my dad knows his family because Northwest first generation, like Jamaicans, like, you know, like that. So
Got you,
the
got you.
ends, he was from like Neasden, man's from Harlesden. It's all, you get me?
Yeah.
So it's like my dad knows Robbie, my dad, but all these times I didn't know that at the time.
All right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, my dad used to be on the sound systems with Robbie Blood, like, you know what I mean? They, you know, real yard man vibes. So
yeah.
So I didn't know all of this. This is all that I find out later. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the beginning, all I'm seeing is, another black brother with a London accent doing Man United content, and I can relate to that because I'm like, yo, this brother looks like me and he sounds like me, kind of thing. And then come to find that man's from my ends anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? So we started talking online, and I remember Flex was on holiday. I think he was in Miami at the time or something, because I remember he was on the Sun Lounges, whatever. Like, and I spoke to him and I said, yo, we need to do a football show. When you get back, it's gonna be mad. And he was kind of like, yeah, like we should do something kind of thing, but he didn't know what. I said, bro, listen, we need to do a show. Like, it was all my idea, blood. Like, fully.
Right.
I just said, yo, we need to do this football show.
Me and you need to do a show. Yeah.
No one's doing content like this.
Facts. Yeah.
You know the one? No one. At the time, there was no one sitting down and just chopping it up about football. Fuck fan cams. I'm talking about just sit down
in a more longer length time. Yeah.
That's it. Sit down and just chop it up about ball, bro. Do you know what I mean? This is 2018. Do you know what I'm saying? Because after that, I remember I think Robbie and Troops had a show. Was it the Bias Premier League show? Was that Robbie and Troops?
Yeah, that Bias Premier League show, yes. But that was much later. But yeah, I remember.
But that was much later. That's what I'm trying to say. When I said that we need to do this Flex and Rant show sit down thing, no one was making football content like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I said we need to do this because I know me, even when you look at my platform, I am a long form conversationalist football fan, because man likes to discuss the nuances, the tactics and everything, and all these other things you can't get in a short period of time. So I need to sit down. That's when I can flex my muscles, bro, when man can sit down.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And have a proper conversation. So I was like, yo, we need to do this show. At first we were doing it in a studio.
Jez, you good
Before
there,
we
yeah?
get to that though,
Just
you had so for you to say that to Flex during that summer and say let's do a show, had you two had conversations before that where you was like a show between me and you would work?
Nah, not really, bro. I just knew, bro, listen, it was simple. I was just like, you're black, you're from London, so am I. You know them, man. You've got the channel. The channel's not doing that well, Like, well, it's not doing rubbish, but I mean, it's not where it could be.
Yeah, it could go further.
I said to him, bro, I said, yo, we can have the biggest channel in the country. I said this to him. If I'm lying, I'm dying, bro. And at the time, when you ain't even got 100,000 subs on Full-Time Devils on 500,000, you can't see that. But I did. I saw it though.
Because you just seen it. I'm black, he's black. I'm from London, you're from London. I know ball, you know ball.
Yeah.
Let's go. Because we'll get onto that, because the chemistry between you two, ridiculous.
Yeah, because I was like, we need a show for the man them. There's no show for the man them, bro. When I'm looking at this football space, there's no representation for me. Do you know what I mean? The reason why AFTV did so well is because Troops and DT, are relatable.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? You got the white boy from Luton with the cap and that, with the tattoos. It's relatable. And then you got Troops from Northwest, fan blood, smokes weed, whatever, bro. He's relatable.
He's relatable. Troops. Everyone knows it. Even if you're not from London, which I'm not, like, there's a Troop. I know a Troops in the ends. He's relatable. Yeah, Troops I've said this, Troops reminds me of my older cousin. I got an older cousin who reminds me of Troops heavy. It's crazy.
Exactly. So I was like, bro, listen, Man United is the biggest club in the world, We've got massive followings on the continent of Africa, in Asia, all these places where these men are not represented. We need man them that looks like our fan base. And that's what Full-Time Devils weren't doing. You know them, they had all the local fans, and we were meant to be the channel for everyone else. That was what I envisioned it as. And that's what I sold to Flex. I was like, bro, this is what we can be, bro. And the numbers speak for themselves. I left that like 800K. But when you look at the following and the demographic, massive following in India, massive following on the content of Africa and all these things, bro. And seeing faces like ours, and then Saeed's later on, and then flipping Aaron's, and then bro, this is what built the channel.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. As a fan and as a consumer at that point, yes, I watched it for you, man. Flex and Rancho.
This is what built the channel at the beginning. At one point, we were the fastest growing channel on the platform, bro. At one point, because we overtook Full-Time Devils quickly, bro.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, when the turnaround was mad, like we had a 550,000 party, and me, Mark and Flex, we done like a live meet and greet. And I'm sure, that within 2 years, we surpassed that channel. I think it could have been less than 2 years. I think we did that.
Here the growth,
like we done it in crazy amount of time, bro.
Crazy. Here the growth on that is mad. Here the growth. Big up to Jez who says, I remember this special was a banger. Yeah, like I keep stating, people, if you want to watch it in full, uninterrupted, no watch-along version, the link's underneath in the description. I just dropped it in the chat as well, and there's a playlist for it on the channel, Sarcasm City TV Specials 2024. Make sure you run up the likes. We're at 124 likes on this actual video, on the watch-along of it. So run up the likes, hit the subscribe button, roll to 14K. We are just watching this back, but again, the message, bet on yourself. How many times, like, there's literally 3 or 4 different occasions as Rance has been explaining his journey that he's bet on himself, and every time it's paid off. That's the way. And even if it don't, you learn, man. You know, you never lose, man. You either win or you learn. That's what that is. So we're gonna carry on.
Do you know what I'm saying? We done it in a crazy amount of time, and I said to Flex that this is what we could do, bro. And the Flex and Rant show was literally like, that was the beginning of when the channel trajectory started to do that, bro. Started to go up, bro. Like, it was the beginning, bro. Like, a lot of people that I know, that people that know me now, a lot of them started watching when I was on the channel and didn't watch it before.
Oh yeah, facts. I'd never heard of it until you, man. I got put onto that channel, and you and everybody else was through that.
Bro, I hadn't heard of it before I went on it. bro, I had more followers than the channel.
No, yeah. I hear you. Trust me.
Do you understand what I'm saying, bro? I went on there in 2018. In 2018, I already had 100,000.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So this myth that channel made me, or this brag put me on, bro. I was him before him.
Yeah, and him after him.
That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm trying to say, bro. So this is why, that is the only thing about when people say that, make comments like that, this brand made you should be grateful, bro. I would have been successful no matter what I was doing, because that's who I am.
Yeah, you would have been calm regardless. Yeah.
That's who I am. Even when I was working in the gym, bro, no one was making more money than me in the gym. You know why, bro? Because I'm good with people, bro. That's all YouTube is, bro. I'm just talking to people. People can relate to what I'm saying. They like how I deliver things. So that's how I make money in the gym, bro. Because people hang out with me. When you're training clients, bro, you get to entertain someone for an hour. My clients didn't want the session to end. These men were laughing their fucking heads off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? That they were chilling with me. We were training. They were telling me about their day. I was making them laugh. Do you know what I'm saying?
Jokes,
running bare jokes. Man are taking the piss out of other people in the gym. Yo, look what my man's doing and that. Them man were getting a 3-hour episode. You know, like that. That's what they were getting. So, bro, I was cleaning up in the gym, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, I wasn't making less than 4 bags a month in the gym. I wasn't making less than that. I was making at least a bag a week in the gym, bro. Certain man are playing professional football, making bro, making less than what I was making in the gym.
Yeah. But I get you. I fully hear that. So the show's doing well. The show's doing better than well. Ascending. Yeah. Your brand continues to ascend. Flex is ascending. The Flex and Rant show. The rest of the gang as well, which we'll get to in a second. So all of that, did you step aside and take a look and go, all right, this is fire what we've done? Because you thought of an idea, executed it with Flex. Did it even shock you the rate it happened, or did you fully expect it?
Nah, bro, nothing surprises me, because I'm such a deep thinker, that I don't start something without actually painting a picture of what it's supposed to look like in my head before.
Okay.
You know, like that. So think about it. I looked at the channel and I said, Deanies, we should have 1 million, bro, because there's a whole different parts of the globe that we ain't touched, bro. And even them, they didn't really have representation on their channel. Adam was the darkest person on their channel. Do you know what I mean? No, but that's how I was looking at it, bro. I did the math.
Your mindset.
I did the math in my head.
It's very
and I was like, bro, there's a whole audience. Like, I grew up in London. And the funny thing is, yeah, as a Man United fan, yeah, if you're born and raised in Manchester, yeah, and you're white British or white English or whatever, however you identify yourself, there's a certain snobbery. You would have seen it. You know them ones from the man that are from Manny. It's like, oh, you're not a real Man United fan. You're not the southern this, and you're not from here. And
yeah, they try that. I've seen them try that with you and others in regards.
They do it, bro. The thing is, they do that, innit? So I was just like, bro, because I've grown up in London, I'm like, bro, I know how many Man United fans are in London. There's probably more in London than there is in Manchester because London's a lot bigger than Manchester.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? When I was growing up in school, everyone was Man United or Arsenal. Everyone. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like down here, to be honest, in school down there, for me, it was Manchester United and Arsenal. They were the two main representatives.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
It was Liverpool, but it's mainly Manchester United. And
but then if you speak to people from Manchester, a lot of Mancs will say City's the proper Manchester club. You know what I mean? That's what they'll say. They'll say City's the local club. Do you know what I mean? And Man United's the commercial club. It's always kind of been that kind of attitude. So just doing the math in my head and realizing that most of the man them that I knew in the ends were either Arsenal or Man United. There's obviously more Arsenal than Man United, but Man United held their own. I'm thinking just with the sheer concentration of Man United supporters in London, yeah. Bro, like there's bare man that can relate to me, bro. Bare man that can relate to me.
And it's not a colour thing, it's
culture. And that's what it was. And I was like, the other channel wasn't.
I've mentioned this before. It was one of the watch-alongs we did. Yeah, it was the one with Gunnar, actually. And I was talking about it. It's not about colour, it's a culture thing. I say this all the time when people like hear Rants talk about it, or I've spoken about it, or others. I use Cam as an example, and Cam from London. I'm from Manchester, but Cam culturally is the same. Even though he's a different colour and grew up in another side of the country, culturally he's one of us. And that's why he linked up with the brethren he linked up with. It makes sense because we're all culturally the same, even though we're all from different places. Some of them from Liverpool, he from London, I'm from Manchester type of thing. No such thing as using the race card way too much. I don't know why you'd make that comment. I have no idea. People are very, very strange. But big up to Keenan. Says, facts, I've watched Rant since the Flex and Rant show. Waited weekly for them. Then it snowballed into following Aaron Saeed, yourself as well, Flawless. I don't regret following you guys. Hey, I appreciate that, Keenan, man. Appreciate it. And salute to everyone you mentioned it. Obviously, I don't know Flex like that, but big up Flex. Of course, Rants, my dog. Aaron put me on. Saeed, dog. So they're my guys. So big up to you, man. Big up to you. And we're going to continue watching this as well. Got people in the comment section chatting rubbish. And yeah, man, shout out to you, Jez. You know what I'm saying? Every single time, man. Who says, real fan, I will forever be the funniest combo, yeah? What does that mean? Okay, the thing is, they can't try that with me. Oh, you not Mank. I'm Mank born and bred. Now what? My opinion's still the same. And I'm Mank born and bred. Born here, raised here. Nursery, primary school, high school, college. Worked here my entire life. Had an M postcode my entire life. Now what? Still stand on what I say. We talking about here. Whole family's Manchester United fans.
Diverse at all. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what it was. So I was like, bro, like there's a lack of diversity. There's a lack of a certain demographic that's being spoken to. And you know the amount of messages I got from all around the world, like at the peak of when man was over there saying, oh, like it's so good to have Man United fans that look like me. Do you know what I mean? Being represented and that.
Relatable. That's what it is. That's what I seen from the channel. It's like, oh, Flex and Rants. I don't know them personally, but I know man them like that. You know what I'm saying? They're us. If they were from Manchester, they us talking with us. If we
but that's what I'm trying to say. You man are a black man from up there, and you man hadn't even been represented up there until we rode through.
Yes. That's
you
what
know,
I said
like that.
On the intro, I was like, you was the first Manchester United fan to put on for us, 100%. And people, it's not a colour thing; it's culture.
It's culture, exactly.
Fans will know there's white boys who I know who are culturally us.
Speak on it.
It's got like you not see Cam on this channel all the time. Cam's white, but Cam from a culture standpoint is us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
but
Same
this
way
is
if
why
you
I
have white
say,
boys or Asian boys who grew up with you, they're you. You know what I'm
but
saying?
that's
The
why when
culture's
I
the
see
same.
Saeed, when I see Aaron, when I see Flawless, that's Mandem. It's not Manchester, London. It's not that. That's just Mandem, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just Mandem. Because I got Somali friends in London. Do you know what I'm saying? I got Caribbean friends in London. It's just Mandem, bro. It's a culture thing. It's not a.
It's a culture thing. It's not a color. People get mistaken.
It's not a
and think
color
it's
thing, bro.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Culture.
So culturally, there's a lot of men that support my football club that can relate to how I articulate myself, how I speak, how I dress, all these other things that next man can't relate to. That's why, like, even me, like, I brought Harry Pinero on the United stand. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm the one that brought Harry on because me and Harry were doing some commercial work with New Era. And we were staying, what's that bougie hotel in Manchester? That the Boohoo brothers, the Boohoo brothers own, blood. The man had the Lambos out front. But yeah, me and Harry were staying in that mad hotel, yeah. And I remember it was a Man United game, and obviously I was up there with New Era, but I was like, yo, I'm gonna bring Harry on to do a fan cam. Do you know what I mean? And then Av came on as well. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, bro, that was a vibe. I think we won that game as well, and it was lit. But it's like I wanted to bring the Mandem on the channel. Like that was my thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like,
so
bring more. Yeah. You was
so
like, bring
all
more.
like Harry Pinero, like Avellino, even when I brought Alexis from ESPN on there, she's a yardie, you get me? And it's one of them ones. I was like, I want the Mandem to just, you get me? Just be on the channel. I want everyone to just.
So you're ascending at that point, Flex and Rant shows blowing up. You're blowing up on socials. Fan cam's doing great numbers. Your numbers are going up in regards to socials. So your Twitter, your Instagram. What was it like? And you mentioned it already when Saeed and Aaron and Nuruddin all then joined the channel. You was all for that, like their fan.
It was wavy, blood. But then also Adam came through as well, and Adam was local mank. Do you know what I'm saying? So Adam came through. We had a bro. Listen, our roster was crazy.
Oh, I say that. I say it all the time. Death Row.
Yeah, bro.
I say it all the time.
There was mad. You see the fan cams. Me,
Death Row in the
Saeed, Adam, Ricky. Like, bro. Like, Aaron, man's fan cams were going off. Adam knew it, bruv. Listen, bro. When I tell you, the roster was crazy.
Roster was mad.
It was
the roster.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
you know, like when
hear the roster. You know what I'm saying? Man, just listed off. That is mad, you know. That really was Death Row in the 90s, man. That is the Avengers. That is such an elite lineup of fan clubs. I still watch religiously. Damn, look at the 7-8 names he just listed off there. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You carry on there. Jeez.
And say, yeah, like when man look back at the AC Milan 05 team, bro. That's our thing was crazy. That's why we absolutely blew the other channel out the water, bro. Because, bro, the characters we had, the diverse characters we had was untouchable, bro. Yeah. Like, we had everything. Do you know what I mean? People would watch my fan cams because they knew, cool, they're going to laugh and I might say something.
I used to watch them all. I was locked in.
Do you know what I mean? Saeed as well. Saeed, if we lost and Saeed had a meltdown, Saeed's going viral. Do you know what I mean? Ricky's going to say something out of pocket. Do you know what I mean? Cuss someone that everyone likes. Do you know what I mean? There was something for everyone. Like, there was something for everyone with that lineup. The lineup was unbelievable, bro. Do you know what I mean? And I can't lie, since I've left, I've never watched a single piece of the content on there. And to be fair, the only content I watched on there was my own, even when I was on there. Do you know what I mean? I never watched it. However, I can honestly say that even though I don't watch it now, just knowing the roster that we had then, it can't be replicated. It can't
never be topped. And that's why, you know what? That's why Goldbridge is so mad at you, man, and still mentions you, man, because I used the Death Row analogy. You said the AC Milan analogy. All go in squads. Yeah. He's Suge Knight. For those that don't know, when Suge with Death Row, when he had Pac and he had Dre and Snoop and everyone over there, you have all this talent under one umbrella. You mess it up. And then you see this talent go elsewhere and absolutely go clear. That's what he's so mad about. Think about that. I'll be honest,
If he
Go,
kept the gang together to this day,
Yo, imagine what you man could have done.
the channel would have been on double, and it would have been on double. He would have been making double the money,
That's
but then he would
crazy.
have had to pay people.
Yeah,
crazy.
and
know,
that,
like
when
the-
I say that deluded, when I talk about him being shook, I'm talking about the mindset was the same because he had
Yeah.
all that talent under one umbrella and messed it up, and then that talent left and went clear.
Yeah.
Think about it, man had Rants, Flex, Saeed, Aaron, Nuruddin, Adam Matic. If you let's total up all their numbers,
Bro,
what
look at what we're doing independently, yeah. And imagine if it was all in one place, yeah,
Jesus,
it would have
facts.
been fake.
It would have been, and
What
then
would them
even on
man be
top
on?
of that, what I've thought about this before. Look at the amount of people that you lot have found, like after you lot. So the second wave of
And the
people.
thing is, but that's what I'm saying, because even
It's
bro, the
conveyor belt.
reason why we bucked up with
Crazy.
Saeed and Nuruddin and that is because me
Yeah.
and Flex went to channels. I mean, went to games.
Okay,
You know them, man.
okay,
That's how we met all these man them, bro. So you need to understand that if not for us doing the fan cams, my first fan cam, from what I remember, was the FA Cup final that we
Crazy.
lost when Hazard bagged. That was 2018, I believe, in May.
Okay. Yeah,
Chelsea, Man United. It was at Wembley.
big up troops as well.
You know what I mean? That was my first fan cam.
That's the troops.
So, bro, think about it, yeah. Me and Flex traveled home and away, yeah. For all that time, we met so many people, and
Crazy.
we were responsible for obviously making the relationships with the people and then bringing them onto the channel. Mark didn't do any of that. Mark stayed at home. I think I met Mark 3 times in person the whole time I was doing any work with the thing. I literally met him 3 times in person, I believe, and all of them were for specific reasons. Do you know what I mean? To film something or to do
Big up,
something.
Dan.
It wasn't.
Big
We
up,
never
man.
had a
Big up.
relationship where I would see this guy in person. I met him 3 times, so it was one of them ones where me and Flex did all the heavy lifting pretty much when it came to like recruiting characters to be on camera and doing.
Remember
all
Head of
these
Crate?
things. Yeah.
Head of Crate.
Yeah, and we made all these relationships, and this is the reason why, even when we left, my relationship still with Saeed and all the other man them remained the same, bro, because these were real relationships, blood. Like me and Flex had to stay in Manny overnight sometimes because at the beginning we were driving back the same day, blood. So we were doing 7.5 hour trips, 7.5 hour round trips. And then it got to the point where the channel was doing so well, yeah. We said to my man, yo, man, you need to pattern a hotel, bro.
Facts, because you might have going viral and doing hundreds of
Yeah,
thousands.
like you need to pattern a
calling me a
hotel,
wallet is
bro. Do you
necessary.
know what I mean? And the thing is, yeah, like at the time, unbeknown to me, obviously, I'm new to YouTube in a sense that I don't know how much money the channel was making. But in hindsight, if I'd known how much money the channel was making at the time, I would have never stayed for as long as I stayed.
Okay.
You know them ones there. I would have never stayed for as long as I stayed because everything that was being done, like me and Flex should have had proper hotels patterned all the time. We shouldn't have had to been doing the 7-hour round trip up and down. But at the beginning we had to do it, and then as the channel got bigger, then we started to stay overnight. And then when we stayed overnight, we'd hang out. I remember one time Nuruddin knows all the bouncers in Manchester.
Yeah, Nuruddin like that. Yeah.
So I
Nuruddin
remember
knows
Nuruddin patterned a night out with me, Flex, Saeed, and that had a wicked night, bro. And that's where I met Angel Gomez, his brother, who's now one of my brethrens. You know them ones. I met him on a night out because he came up to me and he was like, bro, and I didn't even know him. Do you know what I mean? And now he's my brethren, bro. I spoke to him literally like last week. You know, like that. But I met him on a night out that Nuruddin patterned. You know them ones. So
shout out Nuruddin every single time.
So this is what I'm saying. And he was like, bro, you're always sticking up for my brother and that. And now, bro, I love your thing and this, that, and the other. And bro. And that's my guy now. Like when he came to London the last time, I linked up with him. We went and got food and that. You know what I'm saying? So me, Saeed, Nuruddin, Aaron, and all this, like we've got a proper bond, bro. Because man traveled up and down the country together. We went out to eat together. We went clubbing together. Like we've actually got a real friendship. Do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't just a business thing. Nuruddin never went to the club. He never went to the club. Nuruddin used to just get us in because he knew everyone, but Nuruddin don't party like that.
Yeah, he's not a partier like that. Shout out to Nuruddin, the OG every single
But he
time.
knows everyone on the doors.
Yes.
you know, like that, and that's what it was. Do you know what I mean? So, like, we got a real relationship. Like, we built like such a strong bond, and because we were all friends as well, it comes across on camera. You can tell,
because you had naturally, the chemistry.
That's it. When you've got real chemistry instead of just people that get put together to just make content, it's not the same.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Not the same.
I fully hear that. Before we continue, hey, you lot, are you not entertained? Big up troops in the chat. Big up all the regulars, all the new people. Over 560 people here, but these likes are not liking. We're only at 367. Let's get up to 450 likes, people. Like check 1212. Make sure you do that. Hit the subscribe button on the channel as well if you haven't. Road to 11k here. Subscribe to Rants' channel as well. The link's in the title. Still need you lot sharing this across all socials as well. Hit the follows.
And make sure you share this across all socials.
TV on Twitter.
Let me take advice from my previous self. Make sure you share this across all socials. Make sure you hit the like button on here. We're at 136 likes on this watch along of it. So make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share across all the socials. Following at Sarcasm City TV on all socials. Also follow the playback. Make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Road to 14k people. Trying to get there before the year is out. It's going to be a close call, but hopefully we can do it. So continue to hit that subscribe button on the channel, like Jess says. Like and subscribe, people. Yes. And yeah, Faruqi says that's true. You can tell all you man are actually friends. Like, yeah, we're actually brethren. Like, yeah, obviously I originally linked up with everyone through content creating, but when you're talking to someone for weekly, for months, years now, so brotherhood settings, like all these men are actually, like, we are actually brethren now. So that's why you could tell like the brotherhood strong. The same conversations we have on stream while have off stream, 100%. But we gonna continue. But yeah, man, continue. Hey, we not closing in, but we closing in on 13.5 actually. So we gonna get there definitely before the year's out. But we try to get to 14k before the year's out, people. We got a month and some change, but we're gonna carry on with the special. Probably won't watch the full thing, but again, if you want to watch the full episode uninterrupted, the link's underneath in the description, people, and it's on the page. Sarcasm City TV Specials 2024. Sarcasm City TV Specials 2024. The playlist is there where you can watch this one with Rants and all the others as well. There's also a second wave special too, where we had the up and comers also. You follow Rants across all socials. Big up to Hassam in the cut. Make sure you check out his special because we've had him on. Troops has done a special. Lee Gunn has done a special. Matisse, Carefree, Lewis G, all have done specials. And I got a couple more, one on Sunday and one on Monday as well, people. So we gonna continue to bring you these specials and give people their flowers, and that's what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? And letting them know their impact is not unnoticed and giving their flowers while they can still smell them 110%. So obviously, like you said, blowing up on United Stand, the whole gang's doing great. When did it first dawn on you when you was like, all right, we need to be making this channel's blowing up. We need to, and you kind of touched on this, we need to be making more money from this in regards to what's going on.
Hey, bro, I'm a businessman, innit? Like, that's the reason why I left. You know, like that. That's the reason why I left. Because, bro, you know what it was, yeah? It was like, obviously, me and Flex got to the point where our show was doing like 90,000 every week. Like, do you know what I mean? 90,000 views. 90, and I was like, 90k? Like, bro, this is crazy. And at the time, yeah, like, if I'm lying, I'm dying, yeah? Like, man got a little bit of money, yeah, for the Flex and Rant show. That was it. And when I say a little bit of money, I mean a little bit, blood.
It wasn't what you thought it should have been.
No, bro, when I say a little bit, I mean, man got a bit of money, yeah, to say, all right, cool, I have to give him something because he's doing too well. So man would just give him, it was a token little bit of money.
Got you. Yeah.
You know, like that. Like, I couldn't buy a PlayStation game with the money I got per show. Put it that way. You know the man's there. So use your imagination. But man weren't getting paid big money. But you know what my thing was, yeah? When I linked up with Flex, in my head, I was under the illusion that it was Flex and Mark's channel, yeah? And that, like, man, them, we could really do a mad thing. But then, later on, obviously, once I've already got skin in the game, I realized that Flex ain't got no ownership of the channel. Mark owns all of it.
He's 100% the owner.
Yeah, right. And he just pays Flex like a salary kind of thing. And even when me and Flex first started, Flex weren't even on a salary. Flex was still a teacher, and he was doing it part-time. And then he ended up coming on full time, and then he went on a salary. But at no point did he have any ownership in it. And I remember saying to Flex bare times, yeah, bro, man need a percentage. Even if he just gives us 10% each and he keeps 80,
Yeah.
I want a percentage in it, because realistically, yeah, like, man needs to be profiting off all of this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not an idiot, because I put a lot into this channel, whether it's finding venues to film. I coached the football team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I was taking training sessions for the football team, and I wasn't even getting paid for that. Like, I wasn't getting paid for that. But this is to let you guys understand the kind of person I am. He covered like the expenses for the training pitch and that. But you see me, if I'm coaching a team, yeah, I want my team to win, bro. So my team's training, bro. Like, I love football, so I'll coach the team in my own time because I enjoy doing it. You know them one. So it was one of them ones where I kept the footballs at my house, whatever. Man was washing bibs, doing all these other things. Like, this all my money, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm doing all these things in my own time. I'm doing all these other things. And I'm putting so much into it, yeah, and I'm getting very little out of it. And then on top of that, yeah, not only am I not getting the financial side out of it, but then my man thinks that he can be sneak dissing me and disrespecting me as well, like on his shows and stuff like that as well.
Was this whilst you were still on there?
Whilst I was there, bro, because
I didn't know this.
Yeah, bro, because he always tries to do that I'm the big man and tries to little man people, you know them one. And he done the same with Flex as well. There were times I remember one time, I'll never forget this. Flex rang him while he was live, and he must have said something like, "Oh, what's this guy calling me for?" kind of thing, in a jokey way, like on the stream. And I was thinking, bro, do you know how much me and Flex do, like, off camera, like, to make sure this thing's running the way it's running, and you're kind of making fun of man like that, like he's some side man. I was like, nah, you need to allow it. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't like that when he done that. Do you know what I'm saying? So he would do little things like that. And I start to see, yeah, this guy's bare ungrateful. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, even where, like, if we have a different opinion to him, he'll kind of make fun of your opinion on one of his shows. And I'll be like, hold on. My thing is, yeah, if we're a channel, we're all meant to be on the same team. So even if we've got different opinions,
you shouldn't belittle
I'm
anybody.
not, yeah, I'm still not gonna send indirects at you because we're all on the same team. But it's almost like he was trying to compete with man, yeah, even though we was on the same team, and I don't rate that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because for instance, when I went and I clamped up DT, yeah, in my head I was like, yo, we're on the same team. That's my guy. I have to back it.
You're gonna back it. You're gonna back your soldiers in war, so to speak.
Yeah, bro. And because my thing is, like, if we're on the same side, I'm swinging every single time, because that's how I was raised, innit?
Yeah.
So when I noticed that, like, I was putting way more, and I had way more tribalism, I was putting way more into this thing, yeah, than he was, in a sense, yeah, when he had ownership and I didn't, I was like, fuck this. Because he just looked at us as the guys that were just going to build the thing for him. Do you know what I mean? Whereas me and Flex felt like we were building the thing up, and it was in our heads. It was all of us. In our heads, it was a collaboration, but in his head, he was just using us here to build the channel. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've never had these conversations before, because I've never needed to. And you know what the beauty is, yeah? If I would have sat down and I would have had these conversations right at the beginning, yeah, people would have said, oh, Rants is bitter, this, that, and the other. You, man, see how well I'm doing. So it's not out of bitterness. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing well, bro. Like, I go viral on a platform I don't even post on, bro. Regularly. So I'm doing well. So there's no bitterness. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no bitterness whatsoever. Like, the biggest thing for me was, if I had known, yeah, how much that money that channel was making earlier, I would have left sooner.
Got you.
I was so naive to how much money YouTube makes, because
you was unaware of it at that point.
Because I wasn't building my YouTube channel, so I wasn't aware how much money makes. But then I realized how much money the channel was making, because I started hanging around Robbie and and the AFTV lot, and then I started making friends with people. And obviously, Dave, that was my producer, used to work for AFTV, innit?
Yeah.
So Dave knows roughly how much these channels are making because he sees the back end all the time.
Got you.
You know them ones. And I remember I was having a conversation with Dave one time, and he just calmly said, "Oh, the channels has to be making at least blah, 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 blah." And I was like,
"Wait, what?"
And I was thinking, how the fuck is the channel making all that money, yeah? And all I'm getting is a little man's not even getting a pinky for a show, yeah? And man ain't getting paid nothing. A man's just getting expenses paid for the football team. And I was like, right, like I ain't got nothing to show for all the work that I've built. And then man can just disrespect me whenever he feels like it. So when I found out how much money the channel was making, immediately I decided in my head that if I don't start to get treated like an owner, I can't stay here, bro. Because this is crazy. And I remember the day I decided that I was leaving, because I'm this kind of guy. I woke up in the morning.
I could tell. And you could just be like, yeah, I'm out.
I woke up in the morning and I was like, yeah, I'm done. There was no conversation, you know?
Yeah.
Now I just woke up in the morning. I said to Flex, yeah, I'm done, bruv. Like, you know what? Fuck this. There was no conversation. I just woke up one morning and said, fuck this. Because that's who I am, and that's why I can't work for anyone. Because I might wake up one morning and decide you're a dickhead, I'm not coming in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's exactly what happened. I just woke up one morning and decided I'm out. Like that's what it was. So yeah, like it was literally just one of them things where the man them got disrespected, and the difference is between me and Flex. Flex cares about being liked. He cares about his image. He cares about marketability. Like he wants to go on the Sky Sports. He wants to go on the Talk Sport and all these things. Me, I don't give a shit. You know, like that. So because of that, yeah, I'll say it. Like Flex will never come out and say what he went through, yeah. But it's one of them ones where it's worse for him in a sense that he stayed longer than I did. He should have left when I left.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I bet on myself. He didn't. He stayed.
And you two had the conversation about that did you have a conversation in regards to that about when you're leaving? Did you say, I'm leaving, yo, you should cut as well?
No, because you see me, I don't tell people what to do. Do you know what I'm saying? You man saw the other day on the football show, I just give people the rope and I just let them, you get me? And then if you want me to kick the chair, I'll kick it. Do you know what I mean? But I don't tell people what to do. I give you the rope and you make your choice. Do you want to hang yourself? Do you know what I mean? Or do you want to skip?
But one thing I do know about you though, because obviously we dons is giving advice. So that's why I asked about that. Cause I know
but I only give advice. If people ask for it. You know them ones there. I'm not gonna volunteer my advice to you. Do you know what I mean? When I left, I said, you know what? I'm not going to tell him what to do.
Crazy part is to see how interesting this is. You lot are getting a full backstory and rants, like he said here. Hadn't spoke about this in regards to why he left and the interaction and everything. It is super interesting. But run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Again, if you want the uninterrupted version of this, the link is in the comment section, people, for the full episode. The link is right there in the comment section. Right there, and there is a playlist for it on the channel, Sarcasm City Specials 2024. Probably won't watch this full thing, but yo, I'm watching this like I'm not involved. There's still, obviously it was 3 hours and 40 minutes almost this, but we're gonna continue definitely for at least 50 minutes more, at least.
But I'm gonna watch and see how my man moves.
Hey, big up DJ.
And then depending on how you move, when I leave will depend if we have a relationship later on down the line. You know, like that, because that's what I do. I always, like people show you who they are, when certain things happen, bro. Do you know what I mean? And this is how you know. That's how you know I'm a real one. Because when it kicked off with DT, I showed everyone who I was straight away.
You was on.
Bro, I was on smoke immediately, bro. I wasn't the one smile. I wasn't pushing. I wasn't shouting. Do you know what I mean? I showed everyone, in that moment, even though I wasn't thinking about it, that, yo, when it comes to backing my thing, I'm backing it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm not thinking twice. I'm just doing it because that's me. If we're on the same side, I'm throwing hands, bro. Like that's what I'm doing because it's in my
nature.
makeup to do that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
do you know what I mean? I protect what's mine. If you're on my side, I'm backing it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And this is exactly what I'm on. And this is why anyone that chats shit about me is because they don't know me.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Because no one that's been around me can say Rants did me this, or no one can say I scammed them. No one can say I owe them bread. No one can say I treated them a certain way, because everyone that comes into contact with me, yeah, the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, they talk. Yeah, everyone talks, and not just myself, but anyone around you who's actually dealt with you in a working aspect has nothing but good to say about you. 110%. Well, so what was the Madnam's reaction like? So when you left, obviously that's a major thing. Like when you,
as soon as I left, I could feel
that
Saeed was thinking about leaving when I left. I could feel it just from the way he was speaking to me. Okay. I could tell that he was like, all right, cool, Rance is gone. I'm thinking to dip as well. Yeah, you know them ones there, like straight away. With Flex, Flex stayed, yeah, because in the back of his mind, he probably thought he was gonna get a piece of that pie. You know, like that. And then when the piece didn't come, he then decided to leave. You know, like that. But I told him that he weren't getting a piece of that pie long before, and that's why I left.
So you'd had the conversation with him in regards to that, where it's like he's not giving us anything. What was that conversation like? What was that like?
Bro, I said to him, yeah. No, you know what it is, yeah. You know what it is, and I remember. Shout out Miles as well. Miles used to do cameraman for us and Josh. And I remember because even them, they weren't happy with the money they were getting either. And I remember we all went on a night out in Manny. That's how I remember this, because I was licked, fam. You know them ones there, and I don't drink like that. But I remember that was the same night, actually, yeah, that we went out to link Saeed, because I remember, yeah, I got so turned up, I left the hotel with no jacket like an idiot. You know them ones?
It's cold
bro.
out here,
Manny in a shirt with no jacket, bro. You know them ones? I thought I was a proper geezer and that. I remember.
Just a cold people. Cold.
We were chatting in the hotel, and I remember Miles and Josh weren't happy with how much they're getting paid in terms of, like, because obviously it's the expenses and all these other things, and then whatnot, and they weren't really happy about the bread. And then them man said to me, because I'm a big brother, in it. Like I got 2 younger brothers,
I knew you'd like this
3 younger brothers. So I walk with that big brother energy all the time. You know them ones. Everyone knows, yeah. If you want someone to have an uncomfortable conversation, yeah, speak to Rants, because I'll chat to anyone. I'll back it. Yeah. Because I've got little brothers. Yeah. So I'm always ready to fight someone. You know them ones. Like my brother will tell you, the man that I punched up at school.
Yeah, I remember that story. Yeah, you punched up someone.
Because as a big brother, you have to be ready to fight someone. Because when you got little brothers get in trouble. Do you know what I mean? So if you're a big brother, you need to be ready to back it regardless. So I always walk ready to punch a man up, because I've been conditioned that way. My dad would always say, don't ever let nothing happen to your brothers and you're there, bro. That's crazy. That can't happen.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah. So in my head, I'm always ready for the uncomfortable conversations or the confrontational moments, because I've been bred that way. My dad's raised me that way as a man. You know, like that. So them two came to me and was like, Rants, like, we're not really happy with there. Obviously, like, we should be getting more without discussing figures. And I said, 100%. I'm not fucking with that either. Said to Flex, yo, you need to chat to your guy, innit? Because I don't have a relationship with Goldbridge. Flex did. You know them ones. Most of the time, anything needed to be done, I told Flex, and then Flex would hit him up, and it would go that way. Do you know what I mean? Me and him never really had direct dialogue. So we were saying to Flex, yo, this needs to be patterned. And Flex was kind of saying, oh, you lot need to speak to him yourself, kind of thing. You know them one? And I didn't like that. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't like that, because I'm like, you're the one that's been here the longest. You got the best relationship with him.
You can be the one. You can be the mediator.
The guy. But he was but his thing is always like, oh, you know what Mark's like though, like, you know what he's like, kind of thing. Because basically he didn't want to piss Mark off, because he didn't want to ruin his bag. You know that one. That's what it was. It was. So because of that, from then, I started to get the idea that everyone kind of wasn't really happy with the way that they were getting treated, innit?
Right.
And it was one of them ones where Flex wasn't happy, but he wasn't saying nothing because he didn't want to upset Mark, because he had a feeling Mark would throw him under the bus. And eventually he did anyway.
And
Do you
how
know what
long
I'm saying?
this conversation you had, so with the cameraman, with Flex, etc. How long before, how long after did you then leave after having this conversation we're talking about?
I'm not really sure. Do you know what I'm saying? But but I'm not really sure how long ago it was. But the conversation about how people had been treated is a conversation that was ongoing. It wasn't a one.
Crazy. Man said it was not a one-off conversation. It was ongoing. And to Adebola, yes, rewatching the Sarcasm City special watch along, this one with Rants. If you want to watch it again, as I keep stating, uninterrupted, the links underneath in the description, or just go to the Sarcasm City TV playlists and you see Sarcasm City TV specials 2024, and you can watch this one and all the others there as well. But continue to run up the likes at 142. Hit the like button. Continue to hit the subscribe button if you are indeed new as well. Big up to Ali Hamza as well. Big up, big up.
One-off conversation.
Oh, so this is more of a regular.
Yeah, like at the beginning, it was fine, bro. At the beginning, when the channel was small, do you know what I mean? It was fine, but bro, we were the fastest growing channel on
Ali, big up,
YouTube, bro. At one point, bro, like we went from under 100,000 to 600,000 in what felt like a year. Like it felt like it was like a year.
Crazy. I remember that. I remember the growth of that channel watching. I was like,
yeah. So because of that, yeah, it felt like what was acceptable a year ago now that can't run.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because when we're doing, because the thing is, everyone's impression was that me, Mark, and Flex all had a stake in the channel. Because when we done the live show to celebrate the 550K,
it was you three.
It was us three, and then Drawty was behind the scenes doing all the artwork. Do you know what I'm saying? So everyone thought it was us three's channel. So when people actually realized that Mark owned all the channel, yeah, and me and Flex didn't have no ownership here, that was late on. That was after I'd left. But while I was there, a lot of people assumed it was my channel. Bro.
I did. Yeah, I assumed that you man had a, and I assumed that you lot had some form of percentage as a fan watching.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was my channel. And when I explained to them the thing, they were like, Rants, rah, like, why did you stay so long? And the crazy thing, yeah, Drawty's left as well. No one's there. But you know what's crazy, yeah? It's like, the only reason why I stayed as long as I stayed is one, because I'm the kind of person, once I lock into something, I'm locked in. As soon as I decided to do that Flex and Rant show, I was like, we are going to surpass Full-Time Devils. I was driven by that because in my head, I saw the channel doing something and I needed to prove myself right. Yeah. I need to prove myself right that the vision I had for what it could do and where it could be, I needed to prove myself right because I saw it. And then when I saw it, I was like, bruv, and I messaged Flex and I sent him the screenshot of the first message I ever sent him. And I told him, I said, we're gonna do this, bro. And we look back at the message and he was like, bro, how did you know? I said, bro, I told, man, innit? This is where I've been telling, man. This is what I do, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things where, bro, I'll be real, like none of that surprised me. But as soon as I found out how much money the channel made,
that's when
my days were numbered there. That was when I woke up in kill mode. That was when in my head I was like, nah, man's taking the piss. You know, like that. Man's taking the piss. When I found that out, that's when my head was on Pluto. And this is why I couldn't be there no more. Because I neglected my channel for years. Doing stuff. People don't realize how much behind the scenes goes on. Remember, I was taking football training. I was coaching the games. Football training was on a Wednesday. Then I was coaching the games. Man was washing kits. Man was doing all these other things. And then man was even trying to get brand deals. Because back in them times, we were trying to get brand deals. So I was trying to get brand deals. I was using my network of people to try and do these things. Me and Flex were trying to get guests. We were doing all of those other things. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I fully hear that. Crazy. This is crazy. Before we continue, again, hey, anyone talking rubbish will be blocked, just to clarify that first and foremost. Secondly,
Are you not entertained, people?
Let me
Run up
run
the
toilet
likes.
in this little
Yeah,
break.
no stress. Do your thing, fam. Yeah. Run up the likes, people. Run up the likes. We are at 421 people. Look, we almost 2 hours into that, to the Watchalong there, and he's only just getting into the story of the whole United stand and what happened and the triumphs and the ascension, and then they all breaking down as well. But run up the likes on this video again. Hit the subscribe button as well. Ali, appreciate the kind words. Kind words says this channel keeps me going. I love watching your videos and streams. I appreciate that. We're going to continue to provide the content, man. You lot just please continue to show up, Ali. Continue to hit the like button. Continue to you are subscribed, but continue to support. That's what I'll say. Please continue to support. Big up to Frenzy. It's Sarcasm City TV to the world and back. No Diddy. Love your channel, bro. Talk nothing but facts about United. Hey, I appreciate that, Frenzy. Big up, man. Big up. And obviously, with the Premier League being back tomorrow, well, it's technically today now because it's midnight. So the Premier League being back today, if you are in the UK time zone or somewhere else, watch-alongs galore over on the playback, doing the early kickoff, doing the 3 p.m. kickoff, 5:30 p.m. kickoff, and a La Liga game as well. So we will be doing the Leicester City-Chelsea game at 12:30 p.m., Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest at 3 p.m., then Manchester City versus Tottenham Hotspur at 5:30 p.m., and then I believe it's Barcelona versus Celta Vigo at 8 p.m. All those, I just mentioned UK time, all those on the playback. So follow the playback, people, and then following that, we're back here on the YouTube channel, Premier League Podcast, 11 p.m. UK, for the Premier League Podcast Yardman edition. You already know it's going to be fire with myself, Lex, Kaneki, and Javon from the Final Whistle Podcast as a permanent addition on that show as well. So not only have you got a Liverpool representative, a United representative, now I have a Chelsea representative on there. So make sure you subscribe to the Final Whistle Podcast. But make sure you subscribe to Rants as well. His link is in the title. Rants and Bants. Hit the subscribe button. But this he was on road to 100k. Now he rode to 200k. So big up to Rants as well. What did man say? What is that? I have no idea. Let me Google that. Make sure man's not cursing me out or something like that. I actually don't know what that is. Let me make sure man's not cursing me out. Give me a second. I just gotta make sure. Put it in the what's it called? Put it in the Google. What does that mean? Make sure man's not out here whiling. What does that mean? Where's the I need the translation. It's not even telling me. Anyone speak? I'm thinking, is it Spanish? Hey, anyone know that? Because that shit ain't even popping up. What is that? Man out here cursing man out. What's going on? Anyways, we're going to carry on with the show as well. There's just under 600 people in there. Like check 1212. Let's go up to 600 likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. Roll to 11k here on Sarcasm City TV. What we are, I'm just refreshing the screen. Make sure you subscribe to Rants' channel as well, people. The link's in the title, Rants and Bants. Yeah, we're at 10,460. 40 more, man. I want to get to 10,500. There's over 580 people here. I'm asking for 40 subscribers as well. Are you not entertained? And we even finished the backstory. Where else you getting it in regards to these Sarcasm City TV specials? Let me get to some of the super chats as well. I see you lot with the great comments. Much appreciated. Big up to Moss. Alazim, who says Rants is one of the best YouTubers. I enjoy watching you. I do not agree with everything sometimes you say, but I respect your opinion. Real talk, Rants, you look like Kawhi Leonard. Big up to you, Moss, for the kind words. I don't think Rants looks like Kawhi Leonard, but salute to you. And you do have to respect his opinion. The young G, big up to Nero, the young G. The young G says large up. And to that's a crazy username. Who says have a Grenada edition? The reason why I have a Yardman edition and a Bayesian edition is because I'm of Jamaican descent and of Bayesian descent. So that's why there's no other islands. That's why there's no African show, etc. Because people have said, why do you have this edition or that edition? It makes sense because I'm part Bayesian, I'm part Jamaican to have Bayesian show, Jamaican show. That's all it is. But big up to all my Grenadans. Big up to all the Caribbean islands. Big up to all the African countries as well. People always say that, but I'm sure more will pop up. Because like I say, culturally, them shows are like great for me to do. So that's why I created them. My guys, Rant's a real one. Give me some real good advice. His content is a part of my daily routine. To my point, even my family know him. Hey, this is facts. Big up to Rums in the cut as well. Shout out Rums, who says big up Flawless and Rants. This is mad inspiring. Big up to you every single time.
And Nero showing you love as well, Rant. Shout out to the young G Nero. That's my guy.
Hey, big up Nero as well. That's my
Nero,
G's. Oh.
Nero, real one. Big up to Comedy Star TV. Says big up Flawless and Rants. Flawless except on PS5. I'm on P4, fam. Like, except, like, what are you looking to just? I told you, send me a message on there. Big up to Lee Slims for the super chat. Says big up the NW10 fam. Comedy Star says, yeah, Flawless, don't make me call you a wallad, accept the thing. And Rants, keep doing your thing. And when and big up to you anyway. And he says people hit the like. But yeah, like I said, send me a message on there. I won't know it's you. You gotta send me a message in there because I'll forget.
All right,
I'll forget. Send me a message on the PS and then I'll remember. Say it's Comedy Star.
Crazy,
Big up to my guy Eli.
You join and see your super chat. Big up Rams every time.
Says big up Rants for all the authenticity. I remember one day you spoke on your stint in comedy. When was this, and does this tie into your journey? I'll let you just answer that quickly.
Yeah, bro. I done a live show in 2017, which I sold out. It was around Christmas time. It was like 300 people or something. It was in Shoreditch. That was around when I was still doing my political stuff. I done a live show. Let me Google it, bro, because I can't remember the details. Hold on, Rants and Bants live.
Man was out here doing comedy shows.
When was this? When was it? It was in 2018 though. It was in 2017, sorry. In Shoreditch. And yeah, I done a live set, smashed it. Absolutely smashed it, bro. But that was another thing. I smashed it and then I never done another one. I got booked for loads of I got booked for Reading and Leeds Festival and all that off the back of that show. But I turned down so much money that summer, bro. I can't even lie to you.
How come you turned it down? What was the reasoning behind?
Because my comedy is I'm just a witty guy, bro. My comedy's in the moment. I don't like repeating jokes. Do you know what I mean? And that's just what, and that's it. Like, I get bored. Like, I'm very reactive. Like, my wit and my timing is what? That's my superpower when it comes to comedy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not someone that tells jokes. Do you know what I mean? There's a difference between someone that's funny and someone that tells jokes. Like, there's a lot of people that can tell jokes that aren't funny. Like, for me, like, Kevin Hart's not funny to me.
Yeah,
but he tells jokes, innit? And then there's certain people that are just flipping hilarious, bro. Like Cat Williams is funny, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't think when Cat Williams is telling jokes, I don't find him funny. I find him more funny when he's being serious, if that makes sense.
He's just talking about just regular stuff rather than the actual set.
That's what I'm saying. So it's one of them ones where there's some people that are funny and some people tell jokes, and I'm not a joke teller. So even though I killed the set, like, if anyone knows, doing a 45-minute stand-up set, it takes months of preparation to do that, and I absolutely murked it. Sold out my show, £20 a ticket, bro. I made bank that night, bro. I remember. When I saw the money, I was thinking, yo, I could do this again. But then I thought that, yo, I don't want to perform this same set again and again and again and again because I'll get bored in it. And I'm not writing another one. It took me 3 months to write that shit. Do you know what I mean? It took me 3 months to write a 45-minute set, perfect it, memorize it, and also with visuals as well. I had like slides behind me as well. So when I was telling the jokes, I had the visuals lined up. Like, bro, it took a lot of time. Yeah. So yeah, because of that, it was one of them things where I did it once, I smashed it, and then I ticked that off my list of things to do, and I'll never do another one like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it was something that I knew I could do. And then I proved to myself I could do it, and then that's enough for me.
And I appreciate this from Diego, man. Hoffman. I hope I didn't butcher your surname. Big up. He says, the growth is real. You guys are the golden generation of YouTube football content. Good to see a fellow Manchester brother representing as well. Big up to you. I didn't know you was from Maddie, but big up to you, Diego, man. Salute. And yeah, man, I'm trying to put on for all the Manchester Dons and everybody else, man, and just represent out here. But I'm just pleased to be a part of the generation, because like I say, the reason why I did these specials, the likes of Rants and Gunner and Troops, man, these men are platinum in this thing. These men were ridiculous. Like, that's what it is. And that's why I also did the second wave for the next up and coming as well. But yeah, this base is going to continue to grow 110%. Like I say, we probably won't watch this all, but if you want to continue to watch it, and if you want to watch it in its entirety, then boom, you can, people, The link's underneath in the description. Link is underneath in the description for this full episode. Oh, geez. You and ends, Diego. You and ends. I was saying, you literally and ends. This is my bits too. Mad. A Solomon says, 100K soon come. Hey, big up to you, man. Big up, A Solomon, every single time. How did I initially link up with Rants? It was through working with Aaron, Saeed, etc. I was on there and then Rants just sent me. I still got the message, just DM me. I was like, yo, people told me to check your thing. I rate it. You want to do a show? And then sent him my number and then we spoke. Went back and forth, organized the time, and then we just been cool ever since. Shout out to Rants. Rants a real one like that. For a true.
Keep it moving.
No, that's fair. That's fair. So we're at the point now. So you've left the United stand. You said you mentioned Saeed in regards to him potentially leaving it looking like the office. Did you expect the massive exits you seen after you had left because you knew what was going on? It wasn't
absolutely, bro. Absolutely, but bro, like the thing is, yeah, I'm the kind of person, yeah, like I get a lot of my satisfaction from helping other people, innit? Like, and for me, that as a man, you're supposed to anyway.
Yeah.
Like as a man, you're supposed to gain a lot of your happiness from providing for others, bro. Like that's what being a man is, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Providing for your family, providing for your kids, patting the man them. You know them ones. When you got your shit together and you can pat in the man them and say, yo, man them are going on holiday. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why the QBs buy the Rolexes for everyone. You know, like that. It's like, yo, cool. That's what it is. So for me, because I knew, yeah, how much I put into it and how many real good relationships I built in that time, when I left, I knew it was only a matter of time before everyone else left because I know my influence. I know my influence. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them ones. Because I had such a big influence over there with the relationships I built, I knew once they saw I had left and it wasn't going to be long before they left. And then not only did I leave, but I'm leaving and I'm thriving as well.
Yeah, because your own channel, because you was making content while she was, because I used to watch that as well when you used to answer questions from 12. I used to watch the show on your channel. Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. So then I'm leaving and I'm thriving as well. So then they're like, yo, then Saeed, and I always said to Saeed, I've said it to Cams, I've said it to everyone that I've worked with, DGs in the chat, have your own shit, bro. Because even when I was on the United stand, even though I wasn't uploading and I wasn't treating my YouTube channel the way I should have, I always had my own thing. So I wasn't starting from zero. I wasn't starting from zero, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I always said to Mandem, have your own thing.
Okay, so that's fair. So then you've left that. You're very driven, very tunnel vision. So then you're like, you've got all this much more time because you're no longer over there. So then was it put everything into my own channel, carry on, etc., etc.
It was.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It was that, bro. It was. And then it's just, I said to myself, yo, look what you did over there, yeah? If you put the same energy into your own thing, you'll go clear, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? And so I did, didn't it?
And that's what it is. So you was like, so was the mindset in regards to, was there any ideas in regards to more shows that I don't know? Because you had the show you was doing whilst you was on the United, and you was like, okay, let me put all of this effort, energy into my own channel, and I'm gonna thrive and go clear.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. You know what it was? Yeah, it was just having the creative freedom to do what I want, talk about not just Man United, because I'm a football man. I want to talk about everything. Like even the show you're referring to, that was the original Footy Talk.
Yeah, I remember that show.
Original Footy Talk was me talking, and I would literally put the hashtag on Twitter, and people would ask me questions.
I remember that. I do remember that.
You know what I mean? And I would answer them. Do you know what I mean? So that was the original Footy Talk. And these times I was recording on a phone in my room, sitting on the sofa.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. So like, bro, like man's been outside for a minute, bro. Like man's been doing things. So man was doing the Footy Talk that way. And then Footy Talk turned into what we know it today. Me and Amandem, me and Deluded. Do you know what I'm saying? Like me and Monts.
Yeah.
Like flipping out. And that's what it is now, bro. Me and Northside now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's the new Footy Talk. But the old Footy Talk used to just be me answering questions from Twitter.
From the Twitter. Yeah, from the Twitter. Yeah. I get you. Nah, that's fine. That is fire. So then obviously you're still ascending from the journey from the United stand. I'm not gonna ask you if you had any doubts. Was you surprised by the amount of people who came over with you from the United stand in regards to the following? Was that not a shock? There was no doubts.
No, because I know how instrumental I was in the initial growth of the channel. I know that, bro. Like, bro, I literally went to Flex and said to Flex, yo, we're gonna have the biggest Man United channel in the country when we didn't have 100K. Like, bro, I believed that. And then because I know how hard I worked, and how instrumental me and Flex were to getting Saeed on, all these other people, to giving Mark ideas to do things. Because come on, bro. Like, man's a swagless don, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, most of the stuff that man were doing on the channel, those were our ideas. They were not his ideas, bro. He's a dry youth, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not like man's got no source. So anything that looks remotely entertaining wasn't his idea, bro. It wasn't. Do you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, bruv. So, and the thing is, I ain't got no respect for the guy, so I don't even need to say it nicely. So it's just one of them ones, bro. He's any guy, bruv. Like, this is just what it is. So it's literally, that's why I call man the Midlands Mr. Bean. He's Mr. Bean, bro. He's a character. He's not a real person, bro. Now, man goes online and does dumb things and fake goal celebrations and all these other things. It's a character. It's not a real person. Do you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, because man's built such a big following, it's like man's a caricature of like a person. It's not even a real person. Do you know what I'm saying? So because of that, it's like, bro, this is another thing in life. This is what I tell you. You don't always get what you deserve in life. And this is why, like I said about the football analogy, the best players don't always make it.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because, like, bro, I know, it's one of them ones. People come and they do all the fake humble thing and all that, bro. Everything I get, I know I deserved it, bro. Everything I know, because, bro, I know in terms of talent, I'm in my own lane, bro. Like, man's not gonna sit here and pretend that I don't know, how good my content is. A lot of work has gone into a lot of life experience and all these things has gone into forming me into the person I am today. I wasn't always this person.
Yeah.
This person was built from setbacks in football. Do you know what I'm saying? Setbacks in life, mistakes made, lessons learned. For me to be the person that can sit down and make these funny bits of content for you lot about gal and that, bro, because man's live life, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been that guy, where man's been chatting to a gal, bro, and she's anything. I'm just chatting to her, and I'm thinking, bruv, this thing here is actually wasting my time, bro. Like, the audacity of you, bruv. Do you know what I mean? No, because every man's been there where you're chatting to a gal that you know is beneath you, and she's still talking to you like you're no one. And I'm thinking, bro, like, where do you get the audacity to waste my time? You know, like that. Like, every man's been there, but you have to experience these things as a man, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to experience them, and then you have to learn from them.
Yeah, you do have to learn from things.
So all the stuff that I've experienced in life and all the knowledge that I've amassed from all the books I read, bro, literally, man's got a stack of books right here, bruv. Right here on my desk. Like, man's always reading and all these things, bro. Like, just in life, I'm just smarter than these guys, bro. So, and I've got self-awareness. I've got real awareness, bro. Like, I understand what's going on. None of this is an accident. None of this is an accident. So I can honestly sit here, and I know that I'm more talented than man. I know I am. I know I'm funnier than man. I know I'm more talented than man. I know that I'm better than man at absolutely everything. But man still had the success he's had, because success is not linear, bro. And also, just because you're better than someone at something, that doesn't mean that you're gonna do better in the short term, bro. Everyone has their own journey. You know, like that. And this is just what it is. But all the stuff I've been through in life, all the experiences of being an older brother, all these other things, that makes me into the man I am. You know, like that. So it's just one of them things, bro.
No, that's fair. That's fair enough. So obviously, like I said, you've left. You know what I'm saying? The United Stand, your own channel, numbers are going up, flying through the roof. At this point, what year was this around when you left and you're still carrying on making the United content?
I don't know. That would have been like 2020. It was lockdown. It was the first lockdown.
Yeah. And you're somebody, like you've already mentioned, who doesn't go into it's not a new adventure, but like go into a new venture without having a clear idea and a clear plan of what you want to do. So as you've left, what was your actual plan? Was you just like, I'm going to be one of the biggest well, you already are one of the biggest content creators. Was there a certain number? Was there a certain goal or certain goals you were trying to get to?
No. My thing was, I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing. You know, like that. And that's what I did. Yeah. Like that was it. There was no number in mind, bro. There was, I need to go on my YouTube channel and make this YouTube thing a full-time job because I'm good enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the time, like, I was still in the gym, but I can't lie, the mainstream money, because it was coming in quite frequently, it just kept topping me up. So I wasn't even in the gym as much as I used to be. I was probably in there part-time now.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to be at a point where I don't even need to rely on any mainstream money coming in. I can just be full-time on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then even the gym, I actually quit the gym because I was making enough money. And then I went back to the gym because I was getting bored. I was bored because at the time my brother wasn't full-time. Do you know what I'm saying? So I was like, when you're full-time, as a content creator and all your friends are at work, it's boring, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
So I was no one to chill with, chat to, no, and everyone's busy doing their own, everyone's busy working.
Exactly. And I was living in a flat share at the time. So I would just be in the yard by myself all day. And because of my personality, I'm happy to just be in the yard by myself. But remember, I've grown up in a house where my house, when I'm at my mum's, I'm like, I'm one of 5 blood. So man's used to being in a loud house, all of that. And then all of a sudden I'm in the house by myself every day. And I'm like, I need to go back to work, fam. You know, like that. So I ended up, like quitting the gym and then going back. That my brethren opened a brand new pure gym in Sheen, East Sheen, and I helped him open the new gym, and then started working there because I just wanted to get out of the house. I didn't even need the money. I just couldn't be in the house. I just couldn't be in the house all day, bro, like by myself. And even like, bro, like I was out on the road before the gym opened, we were leafleting and all of that. Bro, I was just happy to be out the house, bro. I was posting leaflets. Posting leaflets to let the people in the area know that the gym's gonna open and all these things, and then like sorting out the gym, like. But I just didn't want to be in the house. I was in the house by myself all day. My brother was still at work, was still working at the time and doing YouTube part-time, and I didn't, bro, and I was used to just being with my brother and that, so I was like, bro, man's gonna go back to work. And also being a PT is a very social job. Like, you're talking to your clients and then you're in the gym, you're talking to gym members, like you're just socializing for the whole day, like. Do you know what I mean? So the change from being in a social workspace to being in the house by yourself with a camera, bro, it's a big cultural shock, innit? And I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that at the time. So then I ended up going back to work briefly. And then once COVID came, I was like, I'm not going back. I'm not going back again. You know, like that. Because I was like, because remember, they closed the gyms because of the germs and all these things. Yeah. And then once they started reopening gyms, I was like, I'm not going back.
You was like, you're cool with that. So then at that point, you're full-time content creating, full-time on YouTube, recording, doing your uploads, your video. COVID hits. What was it then like in regards to did you see a switch, like in terms of your numbers going up during COVID because more people are at home chilling?
Yes, but also I was doing more content. You know, them ones, like me and my brother moved back near mum's near COVID, and we paid for her to go
Love that.
to go to the Caribbean,
Love
innit?
that.
Because it
Love
was because she couldn't work because it was COVID. So
Yeah.
me and my brother paid for her to go back to the Caribbean while it was lockdown, and we just said just come back when the country opens up. So
Love
we
that.
just had the yard to ourselves, and I was just in the house, just
Yeah.
streaming all the time,
Mm.
you know, like that. And then I noticed the more I worked, my followers were just flying, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? I just noticed that, yo, the more hours I'm putting in, you lot remember when I was doing GTA missions with my followers, like. I was on Twitch these times. See, we even skipped that now because
we gonna get to that. Yeah. We gonna get to when the Twitch deal happened. Yeah. We
So I was
to
doing GTA heists. I was doing everything, bro. Like, man was doing everything. I was playing video games. I was doing watch-alongs. I was doing so many different things. And my following just, it's like every day I woke up and it was just going doof, 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 doof. And I was like, bro, this is what I all missed out on when I was pushing the piano for that bumper hole, when I could have been working on my own thing. You know what I mean? But it's a learning curve, isn't it?
Yes, like you said, it's a learning. You learn from things and learn from like experiences and dealing with people, especially in a working environment as well. So that point, COVID hits, like you said, you're in the house, you're making content. Was the Twitch deal before that or after that? Because I feel you stepped and. Yeah, when did you transition from the pre-records to the live streaming? When did that, and how come you decided to do that as well? And we're going to pause there, people. I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to drop the link in the chat to watch this episode in full, because we're going to get over to the playback to do an NBA watch along. But yeah, people, let me drop the link in the chat. I hope you lot have enjoyed it, because this was 3 hours and 40 minutes. 3 hours and 40 minutes this stream was with Rants, which is crazy. 1 second, I'm going to drop the link in the chat in a second, but run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to Rants. The link is in the title. I was going to say the link's in the title. You can tell I'm tired, people. The link is in the title for Rants' channel, people, and I just dropped the link to the full episode right there. Sarcasm City TV special Rants full episode. So make sure if you want to go back and check the rest of this, people, watch the rest of it, go check that. But currently we stopped at 2 hours and 16 minutes. That's where we stopped at, and there's still 3 hours and 37 minutes it was in total. So he explains the Twitch deal plus more and everything like that. But I know a lot of people may not have seen this because they're new to the channel, or may have just missed it, haven't been subscribed. I know some people watched it live at the time. I know some people watched it back after the live. I know some people did both. So much, much, much appreciated. It's a series I am going to bring back as well, but it's on the playlist. It's the first one you see on the page, on the YouTube page, Sarcasm City TV. You'd see Sarcasm City Specials 2024. Rants is there. And yes, Ravi, I do remember when Rants boxed DT's son, because I was literally watching back Blood Brothers. The past few weeks I've been watching back Blood Brothers because it was that good of a series as well. Yeah, Black Diamond, blessed that I don't have to deal with certain people. And he says, left YouTube, went to Twitch, heated it up, then returned to YouTube to attain 100k subs. That's certified. And he put all the man on Twitch as well, including myself. So salute to Rants for that. But like I said, we are going to close out. We are going to redirect to someone more. We're going to go live on the playback, people, because the Golden State Warriors are playing the New Orleans Pelicans. It's the Warriors versus the Pelicans. So we're live on the playback. If you're an NBA fan, head over there. Even if you're a football fan, if you want to continue to ask questions, get over to the playback, www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv. Ravi, I see you in the chat all the time. Are you on the playback, Ravi? If you are, if you're not, pull up, man. Pull up to the playback. There's the link right there, people, to the Sarcasm City TV playback. Download the app from your app store for absolutely free. You sign up for free. The same way, then you create an account. The same way you watch and comment on the YouTube is the exact same on the playback. Only difference is you can actually watch the NBA game with us. I'm giving out VIP passes for free, so you can watch the NBA game for free with us. You can see it there on the screen. www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv. That's www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv, or download the playback app. 8 short of 800 followers. So we're 8 short of 800 followers over on the playback, and we're closing in. Well, we're not closing in, but we're getting closer to 13.5k on here, but it's road to 14k. We're trying to get there before 2025. Trying to get 1.4 before 2.5, people. Trying to get to 14,000 before 2025. 5. Let me see who's live actually anyway, because we're going to redirect to someone. But again, big up to Rants for this, because this special was fire. I thoroughly enjoyed it, even watching it back. That's why sometimes I'm quiet. I'm just tuned in. And I'm like, oh, this is a teachable moment. So many gems Rants dropped in this special as well. But we are going to close out. Let me see who's actually still. Who is live? Who's live? Who's live? Hey, you know what? Hooks is live. We'll redirect. Right, is Hooks still live? Let me know, people. Is Hooks actually still live? Let me double check that. I want to double check that Hooks is still live. Does this thing don't update at times? Now, if he's still live, I'm just going to send you lot over there. Yeah, you're still live. So you know what? I'm going to send you lot over to Hooks. So just put Sarcasm City Raid in the chat. But like I said, get over to the playback. Let me stop the screen. Love to everyone that's locked in. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed this watch along. I hope you've enjoyed all the watch along, something different during the international break. Big up to Lil Tim, says, mate, you're a real one and you deserve way more subs and views. It will soon come, G. That's why I don't even worry about it, Lil Tims. I appreciate the words, but that's why I don't even worry about it, because I know it's on its way. I know more views, more subs is all on its way. So I just got to keep grafting and keep doing the thing. You already know, but big up to Farouk. See you lot on the playback, people. But this has been the Sarcasm City TV special watch along with special guest, The Rants, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. And salute to my brother Sheik as well. Subscribe to Sheik TV.